Do I really have what it takes? What if I lose my way? Is it really worth it? Will everything come crashing down?
These two are back again?
No. Without this competition, I would have never met Dexter or dreamed of reaching for the stars. Let's burn as bright as we can, Dexter, till the very end. One spark is all it takes to ignite the stars! Do I really have what it takes? What if I lose my way? Is it really worth it? Will everything come crashing down?
These two are back again?
No.
How far have they
Without
come
this
time?
competition,
Guess we'll have to
I
wait
would
and
have
see.
never met Dexter or dreamed of reaching for the stars. Let's burn as bright as we can, Dexter, till the very end. One spark is all it takes to ignite the stars!
Ladies and gentlemen, the long awaited day is finally here because good evening and good day. After all, this is the grand finals for the Blazing Championship Season 1. And we have our grand finalists, it's Team Eliminators going against Team Laxmi Chit Fund. And it's going to be really exciting because this is a best of 7 series. We're only starting now. That means that this is going to be this is going to take some time. But anyways, on the casting desk, it's going to be me, Ray, and joining me would be the amazing and beautiful caster herself and my best friend, Ka. Why am I saying Ka? It's Asuya.
Well, thank you for that beautiful introduction right there, Ray. And welcome everyone because this is the day where both the teams, like both the known teams, Eliminators and the LCF, will be duking it out for the name of that victory, for the name of those champions. And I know both the teams are waiting for it right now, so let's just head on to the draft phase straight away.
Yes, absolutely. Let's see when the draft phase comes in because it's going to be really interesting. Eliminators and LCF, they've already, met each other. They've traded blows and punches. So this is not like these teams don't know much each other. Like, not only that they are aware of each other, they have played against each other in numerous tournaments. Even in this tournament, through upper brackets, through lower brackets, they were able to play that. And because of it, there is a lot of information that they both have. So a lot of research material available. So let's see which team comes out on top with their homework, because at the end of the day, for these teams, having a better draft overall gives you a lot of advantage.
Well, true. Both of these teams do know the meta, which is there right now. They both have a lot of hero pools. So I'm kind of curious that which strategy both of these teams go for because, like, if we see Eliminators do have a really aggressive kind of game style to the name, especially the early game, they really love to dominate and they really love to snowball the games. And once they start snowballing, they do not give the enemy the time for breathing. And same goes for LCF. Like they are a team, especially with some of the heroes which they really specialize in, especially Peter on that Lowy, the kind of games they make, the kind of playbacks they can give each other. So I'm really excited to see that how both of these giants will be facing against each other in this grand finals.
Yep, and the draft should be on the screen anytime soon. And until then, how's the weather? It's a little cold in here at least. And what about you? What about you, Asya?
Yeah, the weather is absolutely horrible because it
Oh
is
my
the
god.
most polluted city in the era after all.
Damn. That is really unfortunate to, say. And I hope you can move out of that place soon and perhaps find a place with a clearer air.
Well, I think there are some issues with the draft, so let's just go in for a short break and not let anyone wait for now.
Perhaps.
Do I really have what it takes? What if I lose my way? Is it really worth it? Will everything come crashing down?
These are back again?
No,
How far of the
without
game is
this
up?
competition,
Guess we'll have to
I
wait
would
and
have
see.
never met Dexter or dreamed of reaching for the stars. Let's burn as bright as we can, Dexter, till the very end.
Ladies and gentlemen, sorry for the delay. Slight little bit of, you know, something. But anyways, we're going to be jumping straight back into the Blazing Championship Season 1, the grand finals of today. And it's the draft of Team Eliminators, drafting phase of the Team Eliminators and Team Laxmi Chit Fund. After so many battles fought, we're finally here. And let's see what strategies we have and what they can bring. I'm really looking forward to surprise picks from the pocket, because sometimes Team Eliminators as well as LCF, they can bring something new, surprising to the table. So with that, I'm going to be your caster Ray, and joining me would be the amazing, beautiful Asya on the casting desk. But anyways, let's see what this game has in store for us. After all, we've been waiting for it, and we've only started right now. So let's begin.
Well, if you ask me, Fanny being the best option right, the Eliminators really do not want Lomlomai playing our Fanny because yeah, he will be doing an amazing job with that. I think Hilda as well as Zushan will also be banned out, especially from the side of Team LCF because Eliminators do have the first pick onto the grab and they might go in for a Hilda and like just depends. Like LCF does have the second pick right now, so they might just bait out Eliminators to picking that Hilda and just grabbing on the Bruno or maybe the Granger for themselves.
Definitely, after all, injuries matter. The Sicilian and Granger, they're just wreaking a lot of havoc, and you don't want them to be going in either of these teams, right? You don't want LCF to be picking up the Granger, nor do you want Art to be picking up the Granger. But I'm willing to be surprised, but it will probably definitely just going to get banned, and we are not going to see the light of the day unless there's a hero that creates a lot of impact into the game, and one of the teams decide that Granger should be left out open and that hero should be banned out instead. Because after all, there's so many heroes right now in the meta, especially one honorable mention should be the Joy.
Well, true, Joy being one of the heroes who's climbing up the meta right now, climbing up those ranks, and she is an absolute disaster for the backline, especially for the mages who are stand alone, especially when they're using their ultimate, being the Eve, being Zushin, even Sicilian is not safe. Same goes for our Xavier, although I do not see people picking Xavier up much. And Farsa is one of those contenders, Joy being an absolute menace. But then again, you can always pick up a counter pick, maybe a Gaja, or maybe a Franco, or Berrick also works out, and Cho, of course, being the best option to be picked up. And with that, just look at that. Hilda, like I mentioned before, LCF did not want to give him away, and a lot of options are open. Eliminators just, right now debating on what should they ban out.
Yep, they're definitely debating. I can already tell, because they're taking a lot of time to just think of, like, these heroes. You'd think like these kind of heroes would be banned out very fast, but they are taking a lot of time because they're considering all of the options. Because after all, this is best of 7 series. Yes, you can play till game 7 and make it perhaps a reverse sweep, but that is a very optimistic view. What you really want is to make sure that every game is in your grasp, and if you can only do that if every game you're putting the effort into the draft. And because of that, both of these teams paying respect to each other. So far, I'm not seeing the Sicilian or the Granger just yet. So it means one of them is going to be open, and so is the Joy. So let's see. As well as the Gatotkacha, all these 4 heroes are really great right now.
True, but then you can always trade it off with another EX laner, another jungler. Like if you go in for a Sale, Alpha is there for the counter break. If you go in for Eve, Sicilian is there for the counter break. And if you go in for those EXP laners, especially the Katutkacha, Glue can be a pick right there, which can actually be really, really annoying and be the one who can give you that dominant force, especially in the early game. And with that, all the bans are set in. Focus has been banned away. Maybe LCF is looking for some, dash kind of heroes, and they really do not want to just deal with our Phobius. And with that, I was thinking that ET might go in for a Bruno, or maybe even lock down onto the Granger. Maybe they're just thinking right now, let's just deny the mage, and instead, if they pick up on the Bruno, just take up our Granger because both Granger has the range, Bruno has the damage.
Mm-hmm. And let's see. I mean, if you're talking about optimal and you just want to spill the cards, LCF, they can just pick up the Joy as well as the Green Tea right away. But at the same time, there's a risk of giving away the Gatot Kacha. So perhaps going for the Gatot and the Granger could be the best choice right now because, yes, indeed, the Bruno is open, but Granger's spammability has proven time and time again that it's much better, especially if you want to dominate the early game. After all, you're facing a Sicilian and your game plan should basically be ended as soon as possible. Make sure Eliminators doesn't get that window of opportunity to do anything. But they have different plans. But I respect it because Bruno, despite I'm saying that Granger is better, doesn't mean that he's weak either. Into the later phase, I feel like Bruno can easily burst down Sicilian for one simple reason because Bruno has a dash and he can close the distance. Not to mention, Asuya told me many months ago, and I still believe it, that Luo Wei is a really good counter for this vampire.
True, because the diversion plays are always there, set in motion, and you can be taken off guard at any point. So you really need to be careful. You really need to, just prevent yourself to be seen in the map solo, trying to clear out the lanes, especially when you are a marksman, because entire five team of the enemy will be there upon you, trying to gank you down. And with that, just like I mentioned, Granger has been picked up along with the Sicilian from the side of Team Eliminators, and so you on to the grab of Savar Moon, a really strong composition. And I'm kind of having a deja vu because just yesterday I saw the same draft, but it was a CEO on the hands of Team LCF. Meanwhile, Sarar Moon was playing the Hayabusa. So yeah, that was an intense match. But the cards are reversed right now. Let's just see how it goes. Eliminators need to make sure that this Hayabusa doesn't get the snowball he really needs. If you deny him, if you overpower him right from the early game, he will be the one on the losing end right there.
Yep, absolutely. And I feel like, between these jungles, if I'm not wrong, Suyu's first skill, the soul pinch or something, I forgot the name, but that skill, if you use the tap one, you can immune the Hayabusa's Ugi Shadow Kill, if I'm not mistaken, because I've done it myself. I'm not sure if it was a coincidence or it's just how the mechanic works, but if that's the case, it already means that Suyu can counter the Hayabusa easily. And also, another thing to factor out is the fact that having the Granger as well as the Studio already means that they have the early game snowball right down to the T. And if that's the case, Team LCF, they really need to be safe because if the early game, as well as the fact that there's a Sicilian, they might be in a lot of trouble. But at the same time, I'm looking forward to how these diversions would be working out. After all, they're roamers and everything is still left to be picked because both of the teams, they've picked up similar roles, jungle, marksman, and mid lane.
I'm wondering if any of the teams will go in for the chip because chip in both of these team compositions can actually be someone who can, be the game changer right there. The side of Team LCF, Peter Onaluo, he is an absolute monster. With those diversion plays, he can just, grab people off guard left and right. But then, as a counter, the chip can be there with the reverse plays, with the shortcuts, and especially we have seen Art before how good a job this guy does on a chip.
If I'm not mistaken, Art would be playing the gold lane. So we would be missing out that action. What
No,
do you
no,
think?
he wouldn't be. It is fate on the
Okay,
goal lane.
okay. So looks like they bring more surprises. And thank you, Asuya, the Eliminators insider, for giving me the information. Just kidding. She, she has definitely casted for them, so she was able to find out because I haven't casted them for them in a while until the quarter or semis, and it was with Asuya herself. So let's see what they bring to the table today. I'm looking forward to what they'll be doing today as well. Tonight. Anyways, right now the bans are over for the second phase, and we are seeing a lot of roamer bans from both ends. Makes sense. With the Gatot, the Tiger, the Carmilla, they don't want any of the business, and there we go. The chip will be going into the hands of Team LCF. So let's see double teleportation right into their hands. What are we going to be picking, Team Eliminators?
Well, then again, you see, there are so many utility picks on the hands of Team LCF right now. And like Chip is a good pick after all, and like two of the people who will be giving away so many unpredictable rotations to the team LCF right there. Eliminators really need to be careful right now. They're just debating it out because they do have the two picks onto the grab. They can just take up a Kacha because he hasn't been banned out. But then again, they really need something to stop that Hayabusa. And with that, just look at that. Legend will be going in for a glue along with Art, with the Joe, and let's just see how it goes because definitely it will be the Joe who will be making or breaking this game.
Definitely. Chow and glue. That is something that should have been on the pocket for in my mind, but I didn't really thought of that because glue is something that you sometimes see a lot, but at the same time you might not see it enough. But it kind of makes sense because LCF can also utilize the glue to themselves. So picking it up for themselves, also the fact that glue can easily latch on top of the Luo V, as well as the fact if there's a teleportation play coming in either from the shortcut or the diversion, it means that glue will be able to survive with split because they don't have the contender. And things are going to be really interesting how this game would be playing out. And not to mention, just like you said, the Chow Rome, it means that Hayabusa and Bruno, they better watch out because they are going to be his main priority target. Let's see how LCF closes up their draft.
But then again, in this draft, Team Eliminator, especially Sicilian as well as the Granger, they are in a very high end, high receiving end of the damage because Louis will be there with the diversions. Same goes for the Chip. He's really, really good with those concealed gameplays and the way he can read the entire map as his playground. He can actually target lock onto one person and then the entire shortcut, the entire team will be there for the kill. So these two really need to be careful. On top of that, there is the danger of this Hayabusa who can dive behind the back lines, especially in the early games. Sicilian as well as the Granger, they will be facing quite a hard time.
Exactly. And right now, the draft has been finalized. CC coming into the play. Good option, but at the same time, the execution will be the one mattering a lot into this game because I'm looking forward to both of these teams. It's going to be another really interesting match. This is only the first match of the best of 7 series, and I'm looking forward to how they will be doing. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we are into the land of dawn. This is the Blazing Championship Season 1 Grand Finals. Best of 7 series, game number 1. Eliminators and LCF in the house. Let's see what happens. I'm going to be your captain Ray, and joining me would be Asya herself. Let's see what this game entails for us. Right now, all of the people have went into their respective lane. Let's see how everything goes on.
I think this matchup of a CC against Legend, it's not good for the side of Team Eliminators because we know CC is such a great EXP laner who can solo sustain with the passive she has. And with that, just look at that. Oh, it might be the first blood right there with Sararmoon grabbing that kill into 59 seconds of the game. What can I say? This is what you expect from a team like Eliminators. This might be a double kill right there, as Peter is the next one who was taking down the rotation coming from Legend right there, helping to support that kill. I mean, the aggro coming from this team is absolutely amazing at this point. Just look at Sararmoon already level 4 right there. And they might go in for the grab onto the Chip. Chip looking really low. Art going in for the CC right there. They're trying to dish out some damage. The flicker might be baited away. And yes, boom, will be flickering away. But then again, just look at the aggro coming in.
I mean, I talked about in the draft immediately, like Sararmoon on Tetsuyo. It's not going to be an easy battle for the hands of Team LCF. Oh, Legend! He doesn't have the split. He might take him down here.
Yep.
Yep.
That was a really, really bad position for him. But then again, it's kind of an equal trade right there. Right now, Team Eliminators looking to be upper hand on that goal lead. But then again, the EXP laner gone in such At such a time, not a good time for the turtle grab, but Peter, the flicker has been forced out. He is in a really low HP. The Sanguine Claws not connecting, but then again, Sarar Moon will be grabbing that kill. They just prioritized Peter over the turtle right now. But then again, look at the damage coming in onto Zubom. The stun is right there. The shortcut has been picked up, and Hayabusa coming in for that kill, but the one hit required onto Zubom. This guy is so good with his sneaky retreats at this point. But look at Legend in a really low HP. CC's damage is enough. The Yin Yang combo will be taking that last hit, and Legend will be taken down away. But then again, I think Saramon going for that flill. Look at the damage coming from him. The vengeance has been popped up. CC looking really low, but will it be Saramon who will be taken down? Oh my god, both of them in a really low HP. And with that, they will be managing to retreat.
Anyways, 3-4-3, the goal lead, everything same. But anyways, alright, I just saw something. But anyways, looking at the entire, the what is the proper word, economic of the map and everything, you can notice that Fate is doing slightly kind of behind for Bruno, so that is something they need to consider. Okay, is that Oogie Shadow kill being used up a little bit early? Hiya! He's gonna get taken down, isn't he? Yep, he gets taken down. I would love Asio would give the great comment she always does for Lum Mai, but yeah. Why am I so confused? But anyways, looking at the bottom lane, there's a diversion play coming in. Oh, Chip almost getting down Fate. Will they be able to succeed? Art is also quite low. The Oogie Shadow kill just doesn't reach on time. Pookie fine, really trying to buy the time, but they do not be able to. They do get Chow, but at the same time, Sarar Moon secures a double kill. Might want to go in for a triple, but at the same time, he's being surrounded by so many people. There is a shutdown play coming in. That means that a little bit of gold will be going into the hands of Team LCF as they are leading on. Pretty interesting. Okay, everything. Fate, great rotations. As a Granger, you need, like, Team okay, there's an engage already up. Is there a kick being used? I feel like it was not. But at the same time, Legend, better be careful with the split. Oh my god, all of his spirits already getting taken down. And who's that? That's Cookie Pine, and he disappeared completely by Sarar Moon onto his jungle. Let's see how it will be going right now. Okay, Legend might be in trouble. There's the Oogie Shadow kill, but he will survive. But okay, into the mid bush. Johan gets taken down onto that Bruno. Jobom is still fighting on. Will we find the window? But he doesn't get the stun just yet. So Ramon a little bit confused who to go for, the turtle or the bomb, but looks like he is taking a little bit too long because he will be pushed back into his blue buff. I feel like I heard something, my bad. Anyways.
And yep, the CC being an absolute menace right there, and that's why she is a great hero, especially in the early game with those passives she has. She can actually zone out everyone. I mean, just look at him. The way she is trying to take down our Legend, the way she's trying to take down the Sarar Moon, the zoning away coming is really great, but then there might be some engage in the bot lane as people are actually moving towards them. And Johan actually with the 2 kills, 2 deaths right there, but might be in a clutch situation. They really require some. Okay, Jabom doesn't know the stun connecting onto the Granger. Look at the Hayabusa, the Uigi shadow kill, but he manages to just dash away. That was a beautiful gameplay coming from him. But then look at Sarar Moon trying to dish out some damage onto Peter. Peter might be looking low, but then it will be a mage for a mage. Will it be? Yes, it will be that. But then again, a second kill just taken away by Lomlomai onto Art. Sarar Moon in a very bad situation. It's 1 person between 4 people, but then again, Legend right there trying to zone away the CC. CC will manage to survive though, but then Fate coming in with those kills, with those damages. He is trying to retreat at the same point, but look at Jerome trying to stun them down, and they're not looking in a good situation right now as both Legend and Fate will actually be able to retreat at this point.
And now looking into the map, we are seeing the mid lane is being okay. Look at our data here.
Oh my god, look at the bad beast coming in. Legend in a really low HP manages to survive. Art again, he will be taken down, but then Sarar Moon will be capitalizing, taking that kill onto the Hayabusa. Jabom in a really low HP, and Sarar Moon is going in for the grab. Johan coming in for the rescue, but look at that souls that were severing souls out of people's bodies. Wait, is it straight off going on right there? Look at the damage coming on both the mages. It's 1 versus 1 unless Johan has something else to say, but then it will be a flicker forced out from the side of Bid.
Okay, finally, a little bit of calm before we'll see another. Why doesn't it roam? Anyways, I'm making a lot of mistakes today, but anyways, 20k goal lead on both of the teams. It is quite similar. Oh, diversion! Art knows of it. Who is that?
Okay. That was a very bad position for Jabom to come in, but the shortcut is right there. Hayabusa coming in for the grab onto Fate. Fate trying to go away, but he will. Okay, the dash once again, but the shadows will be taking that last hit right there. Bid, Art, as well as Sarar Moon in the right clutch situation. They will be retreating, but then again, Legend between 4 people. He's trying to grab onto the kills. The damage coming from Bruno is too much for him to survive at this point. Bid for the help right there, but look at those Sanguine class. And Peter will be grabbing that kill onto Bid trying to help someone, trying to save one, and it. Okay, Legend will also be taken down. Oh, it is sneak gameplay coming from the side of Lom my end between 3 people. Sarar Moon trying to dash away. He might just look for that one retreat, but that was an overextension. You know, Bid should have gone back. You really don't want a Sicilian to die. You really want him to stack up every second of the clock is necessary.
The only reason I laughed, it was so funny that, Glue was recalling and Hayabusa was standing on the bush like Tom and Jerry. He was just looking, and then suddenly, right when the recall was about to finish, he just immediately took him down. That is a humiliating move if I've ever seen one. But anyways, the score is right now 12 to 12. The kill lead is the same between both of the teams, but if you're looking into the map, we can clearly see that Team LCF has slightly the edge. Oh no, actually nope, I'm mistaken. Both of the team. No, I was right. Okay. Bot lane, as well as top lane. Bot lane and top lane, both of the turrets have already been taken for LCF, while Team Eliminators have only made a single trade of the top one. So that is something they need to consider. Okay, bot lane!
Okay, Fate going, trying to dish out some damage, but look at that. He will be managing to retreat. Meanwhile, the entire team grabbing up Bid in a very tight situation right there. 3 people onto him. The shortcut is right there, but Johan will be taken down by Sarar Moon. Meanwhile, Art trying to dish out some damage, trying to provide some CC. And the pine between so many people, the vengeance, just look at the damage coming from Fate at this point, but it will not be enough as the zoning coming from the side of Team LCF is way too much. Legend all alone between so many people. Look at Lomo Mike trying to go in with the shadows, trying to take that one hit, but then again Sarar Moon might go in for that stun, and look at the bad impact as well as Sarar Moon grabbing that last hit. CC Pine still standing, trying to take that one hit onto Fate. The CC is coming in from the toe, but she is way too immortal at this point. The diversion might also come in, but it will be a godlike secured by Sarar Moon, and Peter with a diversion taking away that life of Art, but then he is a very bad position. He will be taken down by 3 people right there. The bad impact taking that last grab.
Oh, Bid with that clutch with the crown. He almost got taken down, but that was really impressive. Sarar Moon just playing on a different frequency today. Honestly, understandable. He got the Suyo, one of his favorite heroes, right now into the meta, and he has been performing really excellent. And right now the goal lead is shifting quite a lot into the hands of Team Eliminators, and at the same time they also have the kill lead. This is the Elemental Lord that has only spawned in right now into the map as well, and the goal lead is similar. Yep, 29-30k. And what is one more thing to consider? Oh, diversion. Fate is, I feel like he's too solo. I feel like Art or someone needs to accompany, especially maybe Legend, because I do understand Fate wants to stack up his passive, but at the same time I feel like he's a little bit too much at the risk of the diversion as well as the shortcut.
Well, Drew and CC just looking for the macro gameplays they really need. Both teams looking for that Lord dance around the map. And you know what I really wanted to say, but let's leave it for later. But because the concealed gameplay is coming in, he doesn't know there are 2 people on the bush. The shortcut might be coming in. Look at Bit with the bad piece trying to dish out some damage with those bad impacts. Fine also coming in. Legend trying to dish out some damage. CC's there, and Jabom will be taken down. Meanwhile, Legend in a really low HP, and the stun coming in from Sarar Moon will be stopping Nomnomai to grab onto that last hit. Meanwhile, Art is in between so many people. The way of the dragon actually connecting, but then the follow-up isn't enough because the team is split apart. Sarar Moon as well as Bid and Fate, they will just be disengaging, because I definitely think LCF does have that upper hand in this team fight, because they did lose a roamer for a roamer.
Exactly. And right now, despite only losing that roamer for a roamer, the comfort position was still into the hands of Team LCF. And look at that. Having the comfort position gave them the elemental lord. And that, okay, changing my
Okay.
words.
I mean, those Sanguine Claws by Bit playing like an amazing mage right there. But then again, look at the damage coming on to Pine. And our Chip trying to go in from the flanks. It will be Legend who will be taken down right there. But then it will be Pine in a really low HP. Fate will be grabbing that last hit. Look at the diversion blame play coming in. But Sarar Moon taking that another hit onto Peter. Meanwhile, only 2 members remaining from the side of Team LCF and Eliminators will be capitalizing on the situation as they want to make it through to the mid lane side right there. And look at the Sanguine Claws dishing out so much CC right there. The Japon trying to just move away. The Death Sonata as well as the damage coming from Sarar Moon is enough to make them retreat. And with that, it is a turret for a turret. They will be intercepting the Lord now.
Exactly with that, Asuya. And let's see right now everything into the map. And okay, let's look at the itemization. It's our Moon not going for the Sky Piercer, going for the Despair instead. Funny enough, it would be working much better because he would have the damage as well as the fact that Beauty is passive. He'll have the damage reduction, so really good itemization. How going for the classic defense build? I thought the Glue would be going for the Thunder Belt, but it's understandable. Go wants to go for a full tank build instead. Bruno already has the Malefic gun, but Granger has the Wind of Nature first, and as well as the fact that Winter Crown onto the Sicilian as well. They're really paying respect to the side of Team LCF. And other than that, I feel like everything is classic itemization. I would like if Chloe gets the Winter Crown or something perhaps, because she needs to survive a little bit. But okay, diversion where it is coming. Onto the top lane we go.
Well, they might be just waiting for Fate because they know Fate might go in. But he even knows that there must be some diversion gameplays because enemies are actually missing from the map quite a lot right there. And Fate in a very precarious position. Look at the Yin Yang combo coming in, and Fate will be taken down by Pine right there. Look at the damage coming from Bid, but Eliminators are not in a good position as Saramon will be taken down. CC with that double kill onto the grab. Bid, the only member remaining, 4 members down from the side of Team Eliminators. This might not be a good situation because just look at the minion waves which are approaching. Fate against the word. Will he be able to do something? I don't think so, but then the Winter Crown gameplay coming in. He is taking so much damage right there, and Johan will be taking that last hit onto them. And with that, this might be the first game going into the hands of side of Team LCF right there as the base's HP is just melting away.
This game felt like Team Eliminators will be getting it, but man oh man, what a turnaround of events. Completely, not exactly unexpected. I mean, it's a 50-50. Either one team wins or the other team loses. It was a 50-50. But the thing was that it looked like Eliminators having that early game aggression as well as a little bit of a guaranteed with bid on that Sicilian. It felt like they would have been winning it out. But Team LCF, kudos to you. You guys were able to get the first game victory. And with that, what do you have to say, Asya?
Well, they do have 2 of those heroes, especially the Loi as well as Chip, 2 of the people who can make those gameplays with the diversions and the shortcuts. You wouldn't know that who will be the one who will be picked off, and that's what you really need to make sure that Fate isn't the one who will be taken down. But then they waited it out. They waited for Fate to come in. Fate was taken down, and Saramon also with that shutdown. What can 3 people do? And Legend, of course, he was way too far ahead between those team fights to actually act as a punching bag, to actually protect, being a protective wall for our marksman as well as Bid.
Yep, you gave the great analytical aspect of it. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll be taking a short break, but don't go anywhere because it's the best of 7 series. We need at least 4 games from Team LCF to win this series, but will Team Eliminators will let that happen? I don't think so. Right in the first game, so much competition. So bring in your friends, bring in your family as well. Maybe introduce them to the game so you can play together. But anyways, stay tuned. We'll be taking a short break and we'll be right back with game number 2.
Do I really have what it takes? What if I lose my way? Is it really worth it? Will everything come crashing down?
These 2 are back again?
No.
How far will they
Without
get
this
time?
competition,
Guess we'll have to
I would have never met Dexter or dreamed of reaching for the stars. Let's burn as bright as we can, Dexter. till the very end.
One spark is all it takes to ignite the stars!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, my gamers and gamerees and friends of all ages, welcome back to this finals between Team Eliminators versus Team Lakshmi Chit Fun. LCF versus ET. Both of them are a very renowned team in this Indian continent, or not continent, but Indian servers, and obviously in India. So, this is the best of 7 series, game number 2. And game number 1 won by Team LCF, and LCF also won in this IGC, Indian Gaming Corp, the India Showdown Season 1 Mill Tournament. And they're again in the finals, this time in another tournament from IGC, that's the Blazing Championship Season 1. And we are in the drafting phase. My name is Solska. I will be your caster. And guess who is joining me from my side, or not my side, but beside me, obviously, is going to be, yes, the screen. You can see it in the screen. It's going to be the Asuya. How are you, Asuya?
Well, I'm really, really good, Tulski, and thank you for that beautiful introduction right there. And yes, just like you, even I'm really excited for this best of seven today. The first match grabbed by the side of Team LCF. Like, it was quite the turn right there because I really thought that Eliminators might be the one who will be taking this victory, but then again, that one diversion changing the entire set, the entire way the game goes. And with that, this time LCF does have the first pick and Team Eliminators with those two picks. So I'm really hoping for some strategy bans right there, for some baits coming out from both the sides. What hero they want to deny, which hero they want the other people to just grab onto. I mean, just look at like in the last game, Suyo with Sarar Moon on the Suyo did such an amazing job. I wonder if Team LCF will be giving away that Suyo to Eliminators this time.
I mean, it can be possible. I think also you might get banned here because LCF don't want to face that Sarar Moon Wrath coming up in this second game also. So anything can happen. But you know what? As you mentioned, one diversion can make you win the game. But I also like to point out that they had so much of surprise element in the team LCF in the previous draft. They got the Louis, they got the chip. Plus, they forgot there was one play that I just saw. So there was a lot of surprise elements coming in from the team LCF. So when you have that much information, when you predict that either low E can be in that bush, maybe in that upper lot lane bush, so your brain gets too much of information. So I think that is the reason that you might get confused whether you what you have to face. If like see if you face a chip, he has a shortcut. Plus, if you also face the diversion, you have to be careful for the two mega things in this Land of Dawn. So I think Eliminators still have the ban left. So what do you think, Asuya? Who are they gonna ban here?
I mean, there are a lot of heroes which can be banned out. Hilda, maybe LCF once again just denies a Hilda right there. Then again, Eliminators might go in for a Fanny ban because Lom Lamai on a Fanny is an absolute monster. And with that, just like before, maybe denying a chip to Eliminators can work out. Matilda might be a ban worthy thing once again. Then, Bruno is out onto the grab, Ranger is there, and if it's for the jungle, if you give out a Suyo, it will always be the alpha, which can be traded away really easily. And with that, I really loved how a legend picked up the glue, but then against the glue, there was that CC who was being so useful in those team fights. Like, she could solo sustain, solo poke away people, solo zone away, and she was definitely the MVP in my eyes. She did an amazing job. And with that, let's just see what goes on because just look at the bands right there. Zushin been banged out along with a Hayabusa and a Matilda.
Exactly. And now I can see a Jushin ban. Okay, as you mentioned. But now still Suyu is open and you can see you as you mentioned it out like the alpha and Suyu are kind of a nemesis in this meta. If you pick the other obviously you will go for. If any team has Suyu, you might go for the recommended pick would be alpha, but other assassins can also work. So let's just see. All right, that's a good ban. Joy ban coming up from the LCF, and we are here for the last ban in the first banning phase, and it will be from the Eliminators. And I think we can guess what that ban is, which I can't see for now. Maybe it's some issue. Like I'm sorry for that. And yep. So for the last ban, I might go for a Suyu ban maybe because they don't want to give up with Suyu. If they want to pick Suyu, or maybe they will ban some. I would say utility EXP, and there it is, the high lows ban coming right away because they don't want to give that extra mobility that comes with that glorious pathway. So, Asuya, what do you think? What will be the first pick from Peter?
Oh well, a lot of options are open. Maybe they go in for a Bruno once again. And at the same time, Granger is out for the grab. Maybe, Peter goes in for the Louis once again because Eliminators do know that Peter with that Louis is a monster and they one of the tournaments previously I discussed it for them, they did ban away the Louis for Peter. But then it will be a Sicilian grabbed on by the side of Team LCF. Now Team Eliminators need to take up something which can dive behind the lines, take this monster down, because he will be the bone of contention, especially towards the late game for themselves. And like they do actually have two of the picks right onto the name. Let's just see what they go for. Will it be a Bruno? Will it be a Granger? Might even be a Karut Kacha or a Chip. What do you think, Solskjaer?
Hilda,
Okay, it
I
will be
was about to
Hilda.
say, Hilda. I was about to say
Yep.
this power of finalists are coming up right away. And you know why they have picked Hilda? Because Hilda, if they don't pick so much of slow, because still glue is open. And if you pick glue, it gives a lot of slow that Hilda can't go to the backline because it's very difficult to go backline concealed. You will be, I would say, revealed when you try to go to the backline direct to that Sicilian. But I love this straight away Bruno pick. I still think Bruno is a very valuable marksman because he right now in this current meta, I would say it's absolute best. I would say, and yeah, obviously, I would say still Bruno is a better pick against Granger. I was about to come that. So yeah, and Suyu has been given away this time to the LCF, and if I'm not wrong, they have still Alpha open. So we got LED Sicilian. He's LED because it's sparkling right now. It's just blinking lights. And Pine going with the this Suyu and the Granger. So what do you think, Kasuya? What will be the last pick in this first picking phase?
Well, first of all, I really want to say that LCF's draft in this game is just where the Eliminators grabbed onto in the previous game. Look at the Sicilian as well as the Suyas, the Granger. Three of the power picks, the artillery in the hands of side of Team LCF, but Pid will be answering it back with a Farsa. Well, fighting range for range, this is what you really want to do. But then Farsa really needs to be careful because Suya
Nice.
with those dashes can always come in, close that distance, and the damage is so much from this guy, especially if he gets that early game snowball which he really needs. Then let's see how well it goes because even Bruno needs some space, some time before he can start getting those equipments before he can start packing punches.
Hmm. But I would like to mention it that I love this far stomping, but I don't. It's a matter of positioning, how you execute it. Because if Farsa gets caught on to the what do you call it, the sanguine claws of Sicilian, because it has a very good range, and you can even if you are using sanguine claws and it's if the edges touches you, you will get you will still get stunned. So you have to be very careful of the positioning. And as you mentioned, Suyu can go just dive in for the Farsa, but I also think if Bruno gets his spike, those balls gonna get so what do you call it, so damageful that Suyu when he dives in he will get those ball and he gonna get hurt very badly. So you got to be looking out for those balls. And yes, I'm just saying. Oh yeah, I love this. Though these two bands are pretty good. The they just eliminated the divers, the glue, and this CC, which was, if I'm not wrong, Cutie Pine was playing this CC in the previous game, and that's how they countered that Sicilian, which Team Eliminators had in that previous game. I'm loving this. Bans coming in from the Eliminators. They learned from the mistake. I hope they really executed well. But look at the bans coming in from the LCF. That's going to be the Phobius and the Chip. Both are good bans because they squeezed out that roaming option for Team Eliminators plus the EXP option. But I think I mean, yes, Hilda is always be 90% is EXP. It doesn't go room. So I think they might mismatch that ban. Maybe. What do you think, for Asuya, the Phobius ban? What do you think about it?
Um, well, obvious because Sia will be dashing, Granger will be dashing. Maybe they're looking for something which can dash even more. Maybe picking up a Joe for Bruno. So just ban out the Phobius right there. But then again, banning out a glue as well as
Hmm.
the CC Eliminator does not want any skirmishes towards those EXP lane. Now what is open for us? It is Khalid. So will LCF go in for the Khalid because they really need some sustain. And this is what I was talking
Nice.
about. They need some CC, they need some sustain to give that space, provide that window of opportunity for Sicilian to stack up, for our Granger to stack up, and also like the damage which will be giving away from these backliners. That is something which Suyo can capitalize on, grab in those last hit, take the kills away, And then again, there is one thing about that draft right now. Like they have a very conditional kind of draft, heavily dependent on the ultimate, especially coming from the Carmela's Curse of Blood. You need to follow it up with the AOTGs, which will be dropping down, and then it will be Suyo as well as the rest of the damage dealers who will try to capitalize on what happens actually. So they really need great
Hmm.
initiations, but it can easily be missed out to Solski. So they really need to be careful of high risk,
Ah.
high reward team composition.
Yep, exactly. And plus I think there's a if you have something in too much, you can actually use it like you have it too much. That's the saying for the LCF for now, because they have a lot of ultimates as you mentioned. So I think if they use an AOG for zoning out, I think Curse of Blood will be just a cherry on the cake, or just a cakewalk for Carmilla. That it can be easily used because the resources has been used for the side of Team Eliminators. If AOG lands not on to the teammates, but just to eliminate some resources coming in the eliminators. But look at that, the Khalid pick is there. They squeezed out the Rome option from those last two picks. They were thinking that they might go for Carmel or the Get Out, but I think Tyrell was still open. A lot of rumors were open, so I think they might be thinking something else. They just went on with that fighter Roma. Plus, if he goes for a Thunderbolt in the first item, I think that's you should not go if you're doing roaming with Khalid, or maybe Hilda can be the roam. Anything can happen. So far, so forth. I would say I'm siding towards no one. I think it's on par to par draft. They have that what do you call it, anti-dive plus the dive composition for both of the teams. So let's just see what this game holds for us as we will be going into the land of Dawn shortly, and Asuya will be taking over soon. So Asuya, first of all, let me ask you and our viewers also. I'm there with you guys. I'm seeing all of the chat, so please consider like, share, subscribe, and stream, share it, and if you and please go onto the description and join our respective channels. So yep, what do you think, Asuya?
It's definitely Hilda art on the room because he really loves that hero and he plays it really well. He will always be there with the invades towards the enemy jungle. I mean, just look at them. Bid as well as our art already trying to dish out some damage right there in the mid lane. Art looking in a really compromised situation. The revitalize has been popped up. And Saranmun might come in for the clutch right there, but look at the damage coming from the bad impacts. He's already level 2, and Moba might going in. The flicker has been forced away. The revitalize is right there, but that 1 HP, she will be flying away. But instead, it might be the first blast taken away by Saranmun onto Lomlomai. Rest of the people looking really clutch, but look at that. Look at the moonlit waltz coming between Peter as well as Jabom, the perfect couple saving each other in the nick of time. This is what you call, knowing the needs of each other.
Okay, I see. But that's not a needy, but a greedy pick off coming from Lomlomoy. But again, Art being so greedy here. But yeah, the Cyclone Eye will help him to escape. Plus, he is the Hilda, and Hilda on Rome. Oh.
Well, I told you it will be the same, but she's in a low HP, she will be just speeding it up away. But 3 versus 3 right there, they're trying to just start some damage. And Art in a very compromising situation. He's trying to follow up, but look at Lomlomai, he will be dashing away. As Fate has also joined in, the taunt coming in. To bomb in a really low HP, Art might go in for that last hit, but just look at those HPs. Khalid has also come in for that kill, but then again, behind the scenes, fine, with the revitalize, the praise is fraud, hasn't made it away. He's in a really low HP, he's taking so much damage, and Saranmun will be the one grabbing the kill once again onto his name.
You know what? That was a little a miscommunication coming from the team of LCF. Plus, Fate got that one extra, support that he gave for that kill. So he will be having a little extra gold benefit coming in from that assist. But look at it, they will be focusing on the first turtle.
Okay, the back piece along with the feather airstrike. Look at the engage coming in right there. 2 revitalize have been popped up right there. The taunt coming in from the side of Saranmun. The woman in really low HP are trying to zone people away. And once again, it is Pine left in all alone. He's level 3, might be level 4 in any situation right now. But look at Legend. He's trying to heal up right now. Art also level 4 right there. He's trying so hard to zone people away. And it will be the bomb who will be taken down by Hilda right there. Oh my god. But then Art in a very compromising situation. Lomlomai will be trading it off right there. Legend trying to zone people away. He might go in, try to use up his passive. Oh no, they're still diving in, fighting for the turtle in a really low HP, and Lomlomai will be grabbing that retribution battle. Okay, but Peter will be taking that kill onto Legend. Eliminators kind of on the losing edge in this situation.
I mean, they just delayed the turtle. I mean, their Legend was just too in near the blue off area of the team LCF, but they still didn't start the turtle when he was a student. But AOG
Okay, the curse of blood coming in, and Sararmun will be taken over. He is denied that red buff as Jaboom is the one who grabs onto it. But in the bot lane, meanwhile, they were trying to take away Granger. He will be successfully recalling. Very, very bad trade for the side of Team Eliminators, unless Art has something else to say. The damage coming in from the first kill is right there. Jaboom also coming in. Look at Art in a really low HP. The revitalize hasn't popped up. Rest of the team also coming in, and it might be the Sagment loss along with the bad impact, but it will be Lom by taking that kill onto Fade. Art is the only one remaining. Johan will be grabbing that next kill. Oh my god, and with that, it might be the bot lane turret which is taken away from the hands of Eliminators, as they are also soaking up all the gold which is there.
Yeah, exactly. And now I think team, what do you call it? Eliminators. Yeah, now they got to play. They lost the first title. Plus, they got the heroes that can still hold themselves after the first title lose. And as the fight was continuing, meanwhile the top, okay, they denied it.
The AOTG denied, but this time it will be taken away. The Feather Airstrike also coming in. Look at the damage coming in. The taunt onto Feather Airstrike was denied, and it might be Farsha who's down. Legend Peter taking him down. The curse of the color blood connecting onto two people. Sararmun in a very tight situation right there. He might be taken down. He's in a really low HP, and the bad impact trying to tap that one hill. Both these couples trying to take Sararmun down, but they will be successfully recalling. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Granger grabbing that kill onto Art once again.
Yep. Okay. Now I think they gotta play around Bruno, because Bruno is the key to victory for now. Because Bed, I think he will just will wait for his first trade to dash out damage. Plus the team LCF. Did you see how he hold on to those three people? The Getoed Casa, and especially his presence of mind was on top, but the turtle fight.
Okay, the turtle has been grabbed away from the hands of Team Eliminators right there, but look at the Feather Airstrike coming in. The stun is right there to cancel it away. Legend trying to heal up. It is a 4 versus 3 in the mid lane. The Sanguine Glass also trying to connect right there, are trying to poke people away, but Legend going in. Looks at the damage coming from those bad impacts at this point. Lomnomai being a menace with the damage he has right now. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, I did see Bruno picking up a kill right there. But then again, there is some skirmish going on near the purple buff. Art in a really low HP. The revitalize has been popped away. Sararmun trying to grab in that blue buff for himself. The Feather Airstrike with the poke coming in. The fight is on right there, and Art will be taken down by Lomlomai once again. The revitalize hasn't popped out. The curse of blood actually being dodged away by people. Then AOTG also connecting in. Sararmun in the clutch situation. He will be taken down. And look at that. The raging sandstorm. But Legend will just be retreating right now. Okay, Peter grabbing that one kill once again. But look at the damage coming from Johan. Fate will be taken down. Legend, the sole member remaining, he cannot do anything at this point because the macro as well as the micro completely in the hands of Team LCF right now.
Team LCF is on a roll right now because they are using their heroes to the fullest. But again, Art, what are you doing? Don't go again, and don't go one by one. You will be losing your mid lane. Just lose it, brother. Don't go in. Yep. And I would like to see the itemization because Team LCF is on a roll. Plus, we can see the gold difference is approx 5k. And I love this fact that the elegant gem has been bought by this incident, and he straight away rushed that anti-heal. Plus, the 2 gold item, the War Axe and the Hunter Strike, has been bought by this Suyu. That's why he can melt away straight away this Fredrin. But I love the fact that Fredrin has bought that anti-cuirasses for that Suyu. But again, we can see the fight right away.
Okay, the raging sandstorm, but where is that bait with the ultimate way too far ahead, and Legend in a really low HP. The curse of blood connecting onto Sararmun. He's trying to poke people away. They're trying to save each other. The AOTG might connect onto bait. The flicker has been forced, and Fate in a very clutch situation. He will also be dashing away, and with this is another easy turtle in the hands of Team LCF right there. Legend going in for that vision, but of course, Team Eliminators knows that this time they're not in the position to contest for it.
Exactly. And now I think that was the 3 total of turtle that has been gone towards Team LCF. And they have the control over neutral objectives, and the team who has the control over neutral objectives has that advantage in the game. And we can see straight away that how LCF is not, I would not say it's always, I think it is a domination coming from the side of Team LCF, because if you look at the level difference between junglers, it's approximately 8 to 12. That's a 4 level difference between the junglers, and they are still taking fight. That's so not good call. Art, what are you doing, brother? And he will get taken down because they have the Sky Piercer from the Genja, and he has a presence of build because he has the 4 kills. Why not just go for the Sky Piercer, rush the Sky Piercer, and I think he has 3 kills with the Sky Piercer. That's total of 30 stacks of Sky Piercer. So you gotta be careful, Sararmun. Those anti-cuirasses will only work if those Sky Piercer stacks are low, but it's 30. I think it will still hurt you. And they will need to play again. Okay, that's legend there.
Hey, legend. Between so many people, he will be taken down.
Legend.
Yeah, the bad feast actually used up at legend. Really needs some defense right there. Eliminators in the class situation right there. Fate trying to, grab onto the situation, but he doesn't know. Nomnoma is actually heading in for him. He might be taken down. Fate in a very compromising situation. He really needs that wind of nature, which he doesn't have. He is trying to solo it away, but of course, it will be Nomnoma with that level advantage, with the goal advantage.
Jabba.
Taking him down. Okay, look at that beautiful Curse of Blood connecting onto 3 people. The AOTGs right there. Peter will be grabbing that hit onto Bit, as well as another kill on the hands of Team LCF right now, along with that turret, the second tier turret taken away. The Holy Shields has been taken away too, and with the same. Okay, Legend going in between 4 people, a very bad choice right there. What are you doing? You will be easily taken down. You really need that goal. 9 minutes into the game, they are on a lead, absolute lead. Look at Lomlomai taking another neutral objective of the map. Fate and Art are the only ones remaining. They need to defend.
Yep, exactly. And now I would say, even though Granger has that violin in this match, but the rhythm is of their Spooky Pine and Jabom. Those AOG plus Curse of Blood combo is on rhythm. It's simultaneously they are using it, and either the Curse of Blood is connecting, or either AOG is connecting, or either both is connecting. And if you look at the itemization, I was just about to say that Art bought that 100 belt first, but I think he should have gone for that and that not armor, so that he could have just in the early phases could have tanked a little bit of damage coming in from the side of Suyu. Plus look at the Khalid, he gone for that 100%. Still he's going for anti-heal now. I think he still need that not armor, I would say, plus this dominance eye to at least sustain a little bit of damage coming in from the Suyu, because he got the 3 items which can burst you down, but the AOG is there.
Okay, look at the Raging Sandstorm along with the Flicker. Meanwhile, the Curse of Blood connecting behind the scenes onto the people. Legend will be taking down the Revitalize there from Art, but LCF for the Rampage right now. They are getting shredded while bleeding, trying to defend that base, but Johan is on the Rampage right now along with the Sirar Moon. The Sky Piercer stacks are so much. Just look at the damage coming from Johan, and with that, the base's HP has been locked down. Fate will be taken down. A double kill secured right there. Okay, Johan on the Rampage, and with this, the second game will also be taken away with the side of Team LCF. The Lord is also marching down. Look at them trying to just taunt recall. What can Legend do solo? And with that, a score of 2-0 for the side of Team LCF.
Exactly. And I think that was, I would say, a little outdraft coming in from the side of Team LCF, because, I mean, not outdraft, but I would say macro gameplay. I think the draft of Team Eliminators could have worked if they could have done a little itemization differently, I would say, because Serar Moon was on point. I think Legend and Art could have gone for different itemization, or I would say Tigreal in this match could have been a key to their roam, because they were lacking a solid roam, because they were zoning it right, but they were forgetting their backlines. And you know what? This Jobam plus this Pine combo was a cherry on the cake, not a cake, but yeah, cherry on the cake. And this is how you done the roaming plus the EXP combo. And they have the 2 frontline, 3 backliners, not the 3, but the 2 backliners. One is the assassin, that's the Lomnum Nai, and he worked his role very, very perfectly. So congratulations Team LCF on winning the game number 2 of this best of 7 series. And because it's a best of 7 series, anything can happen, guys. Still ET has 2 more chances, because the first one to win 4 match wins the series. So I think we will go onto the caster's deck for now. So Surya, I would have to ask you, what Team Eliminators needs to do differently in the next game number 3 so that they can come back in this series of the best of 7?
Well, when they start to be on the aggro side, like, they do not mind if they are lacking the gold. They just want to brawl it out. Maybe just think before they actually dive in with those team compositions. Because Fade, he was trying to dish out some damage. I mean, just look at him, 100%. The only one who actually forced some turrets for the side. And once the enemy starts snowballing, especially it's Lomamai on the Suyo, a hero which is actually famous for those snowballs. You really do not want to give them. The early is actually good with the kind of aggro they go for, but towards the mid lane when Granger will be spiking off, Peter will be spiking off, like, when you have a Sicilian in the enemy, why not pick something like an assassin who can dive in, take away these two people? There were three fighters for the side of Team Eliminators, and that's something Peter made an absolute advantage of. That's something he capitalized on. If you see, the way he sang with glass for connecting, almost like three people were there. The damage was so much. Same goes for the Carmela as well as the AOTG combo coming from the Gadot Kacha. It was a well thought out draft simply because there were too many fighters, a lack of mobility on the hands of Team Eliminators right there. Bid as well as her Wade not getting the opportunity to farm it out. They just ended it before they could get the spike.
Exactly, and spike can happen in the next game also. But I think Team Eliminators surely will have to keep certain things in mind that don't like yeah we need a little bit of CC in our team, or if we are going for two fighters, just go for not two fighters but three fighters, like the three frontliners and the two damage dealer. Make sure your damage dealer gets that item spike. As for now, I think we will go for a short break. Until then, please guys, be like, share, subscribe. As I mentioned, yes. All right, guys. As I mentioned, we will be back with a short break. We are back in just 1 minute mark. I'm not saying give me a round of applause, but please and thank you for you guys that you guys stayed with us, because this is the best of seven series, and this is the game number 3 between Team Eliminators versus Team Laxmi Chit Fund. And LCF has that advantage in this series because they have won the 2 matches in this best of 7 series. That was the first 2 matches. This is the game number 3 of the best of 7 series. And this is the Blazing Championship Season 1, which is powered by Indian Gaming Corps. And I, Soul Sky, will be your caster for this game number 3 also. And guess, again, joining me by my side from the game number 1, it's going to be the Asuya. And I know you guys love her soothing voice. So do I. So please, how are you, Asuya? Are you here with me?
Well, yes, I am, and thank you for that introduction right there. And Solski people love you too, especially because you're so good with those interactions. You are the code after all. And with that, here we are once again back to the man base with LCF on score of 2-0 on the side of Team Eliminators. Eliminators really need to buck up at this point because they're doing well. They really need to, maybe do some small improvisations onto the raft. Especially the marksman needs to be protected. And with that, once again, I think there might be the same bans coming in from both the sides, panning out Afani, panning out the Zushin, Hilda. Let's see what they're going for. What do you think, Solski?
I think this time I would say Team Eliminators has the first pick, so I would say they should prioritize their Suyu, because Suyu has that rhythm in the gameplay. He can have those what do you call it? Their game style. It perfectly matches his game style. So I would suggest them to pick Suyu. I'm just taking the data of the first game that I'm watching, and somebody in the chat saying that Team Eliminators can defeat LCF, and I think they have done also. So I don't know, Shinzabat. That's a good name. I don't know if you're saying it right, but this time LCF is proving themselves, and they are going to go for the Jushin ban. And love both the majors are banned. They are going for signature Peter ban. Who is Peter? I also don't know. Maybe it's he is the Spider-Man Peter, or he is a Peter from. I forgot the show name. It was the Peter from. I just don't remember. I think you guys have watched the reels of it.
The
So
ones which
now we
has
are in the
the one which
Morty,
has
Rick
the
and Morty.
yeah. No, no, it's not Rick and Morty. It's the one which has yellow colored characters, right?
Yes, 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 yes. But it has a similar, animation style of the
Simpsons
Rick and
or
Morty.
something? Is it Simpsons?
Yes, yes, yes. Hero. My hero goat. Thank you for for that. What do you call it? A snapshot of making me remember that game. Plus, Asuya, thank you also. But coming back to the game, because they have banned the Fanny, they don't want Lomlomai to play Fanny. Good bands coming in from side Team Eliminators. They are doing bands very, very, what do you call it? Exceptionally well, but I don't know what happens to their micro gameplay that they couldn't perform their draft to the fullest potential as LCF is doing so. But now, yeah, okay, that's a good band coming from the LCF. They haven't forgot what Serar Moon gave them. Serar Moon gave them a hell of a time in the first match, so they banned away Suyu for Serar Moon. So, Asuya, gotta ask you, what do you think about those next two bands coming up from the side of both? Not side, but both the teams.
Solskjaer, I see a pattern for this now. When Team ET is for the first pick, LCF will be going in for the chip as well as our Louis sandwich composition. And I think Eliminators have realized it. They will not be giving away the Louis just to see how good it is. But then again, the bands are set right there. And I really love all the bands, especially Matilda being a permanent band along with the Fanny in all these games because like she is a great hero after all. She can give so many heals, so many shields, and of course she's always there with the guiding wind. She can support any kind of composition if you want to go in for the dive in, if you want to go in for the hitbox, if you want to go in for the aggro. Absolutely beautiful support right there. But with that, all the pans are set in. What do you think, Solski?
Now, I think, as you mentioned, Hayabusa is banned from the LCF, and Matilda is also banned from the Eliminators. But still, a lot of option is open, and straight away, this time out, I will say that this time they have gone for this lady Sicilian, right? Gatot Casa plus Hylos, which can benefit you, which whose ultimate, all of these heroes' ultimate can benefit you to catch Sicilian, but still you don't have just only catch Sicilian. You have the other four players which will be right up after this draft. You have to also keep that in mind. So they have to predict that what else could Team Eliminators pick based on the previous two games and how many matches they have played till now in every tournament. Plus, you have to remember that they are the winner of this, the previous IGC tournament in the Indian Showdown Season 1. This is a Blazing Championship. So we can see again that they can win. It's just a matter of time. Okay, they will go just for that Hylos and the Joy. Love the pick from coming from the team LCF. Joy and the Hylos both are going to dive to that Sicilian. Plus, they have also keep in mind the other things can also come up. So they haven't shown a lot of things that Team Eliminators can take advantage of. Love the picks coming into the LCF.
Well, true, and they really need something to stop this joy. I think in this game, Fredrin is someone who can actually be really beneficial, absolutely countering out Rochar right there. But it will be a Bruno which will be picked up. Well, a great option. But then the CC against the High Loss, a really great matchup for the side of Team Eliminators because, of course, just like I mentioned before, this EXP laner is an absolute monster. Especially she can solo kill solo dominate her lane, especially towards the early to the mid game, and she can dive behind the lanes, take down the priority targets. So yeah, they really want to deny this pick to fine. But then again, in this game, a Phobius isn't banned out. Maybe they'll go in for a Phobius ban because there are a lot of dashes from the side of Team Eliminators, and of course. They really need to go in for something mobile, maybe go in for even CC. A CC or mobility is something eliminators really need into this game.
Yep. And as you mentioned, CC, but still, as in this Land of Dawn, Suyu and Alpha are the nemesis in this current meta. Look at that, Granger and the Bruno are kind of a nemesis, but I would say Granger can also get countered by Irithil, but not the bit, but the Eliminators picked the Bruno first, so that's why they took the advantage of that, gone for that Granger. Still, I think not Granger, but the Bruno has the upper hand, but still, you gotta be very careful in this early phase of the game because LCF, what I have seen from the previous two games, what I have seen from the game plan, and I personally love the LCF in this India, and that's my own personal opinion because I have seen them play. They play with every, what do you call it, every style. I have seen them play defensively, I have seen them play aggressively. I'm not I'm not glazing them, but I'm just saying what I have seen till now. So I love the fact that they just respond to draft when they see opponents draft also, plus they have their own gameplay in mind. And Eliminators, they are lacking. They gotta be on the same level of aggressiveness as Team LCF. That's how you gotta respond to them, or you can play defensively, but you got to defense very successfully. Until previous game, they can't defend successfully. They were losing their objectives. See, okay, it's okay to lose objective, but it's not okay to lose every other objective. That's your buff, that's your turrets, so you got to be very careful of that. Coming back to the draft, we can see the second phase of the bans, and this time the Tiger is banned from the LCF, squeezing out that roam option, plus this Carmilla ban, squeezing out that roam option, because plus they had the first pick in the second phase of the draft. So let's just see what the team Eliminators is gonna ban from the last. Okay, that's going to be the Eve ban. Pretty much, I would say they squeeze out the mage option and the roam option for Team LCF, and LCF has also done the same.
Well, yes, especially when there is a Carmela as well as a Tigreal ban, you can actually decipher that they might go in for the chip because these two picks are something which can absolutely counter that shortcut which will be coming in because they can hard CC all the members which will be gathering in. And this time, Team Eliminators will not be doing the same mistake they did in the first game. They will be denying both the diversion as well as shortcut to the side of Team LCF. And with that, banning out an Eve, again a great option because Eve as well as our Joy combo can go ages. Of course, Hylos is also there. The double slow coming from both these people, providing that hitbox for Granger as well as our Joy to take down those kills. A great ban coming from the side of Team Eliminators. Both the teams have really well thought of it. But then it will be Johan right now grabbing onto then Edith. Edith against a CC. So, or will it be Edith against the Hylos? What do you think?
I would say if it will be against both of them, I still think the higher mobility is with CC. But still, Hylos can dash a lot of damage while CC is using her yo-yo blitz. So I would say I would prefer Hylos, but I still think Edith can have the a little bit range. Or I mean not there. That's a bit of a wrong if I would say range. But yeah, that's a Jawhead. Jawhead. I'm seeing it right now, and this time this will be coming from the team of Eliminators. I think Jawhead is going to be the roam for Eliminators in this match. And that's a good pick against the Joy because you can catch Joy right away with that eject. And there is Sarah Moon with that fracture to burst out. And that's okay. That's a whale. That's a whale that has been picked by Team LCF. Maybe it is a mocking, or they are saying that we can pick whatever. You guys can go with the full potential. Still, we can beat you. And this I'm saying from both the side of Eliminators and the LCF. LCF is kind of a mocking the Team Eliminators, in my opinion, maybe. So for now, the draft has been completed. So what do you guys think? And I'm seeing you guys comment. I will be with you guys in the third comment. My name is Solsky again, and joining by my side is Asuya. So Asuya, I'm going to ask you also, what do you think about the draft for now? Especially the wheel pick.
Both the drafts looking really strong to me, and I was kind of anticipating because in the first game, it going for a Joe didn't actually work out because LCF split apart the entire team, and in this game too, the Edith as well as the Hylos are two of the members who can actually split your team apart. Meanwhile, you go in for those pickups coming from Art. He will be all solo. The follow up will not be enough, but Eliminators do have that in mind this time. Just look at how high mobility they have. CC as well as Sararmon with that Nolan. The amount of dashes this guy has. So yeah, they might be able to follow up this time if Art goes in for the ejectors. But then, Whale, answering your question, I think Whale is a really great pick here. They're not mocking it at all because he did receive that buff. The knockup as well as the ultimate's time duration has kind of decreased. Yeah,
okay.
He can actually, stop people from coming in, knocking down to them. So yeah, with that, Solsky really wants to say something.
You can be a very really good politician with that diplomatic answer, but I will say it straight away. I would say it's a mock because they had the Purify. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. They can catch anyone. Maybe you are saying it right, but we'll just see what this game holds for us. As this time, Eliminators will be on the blue side, LCF on the red side. This is the game number 3 of the best of 7 series of the Blazing Championship Season 1. LCF is on the lead of the 2. They have won the 2 games, and Eliminators have won 0 games. Let's just see what this games hold for us. What do you think, Asuya? Which way you think that there's going to be a first blood?
Well, Sir Armoon already at level 4, both of these teams actually rotating towards the opposite lanes right there. Lomlomai also stealing away one creep, which you do not want to have. But then again, Legend is also, I think they are kind of really good with the rotations too, because they know CC is someone. But then look at that ejector coming in from Sir Armoon. Peter's forced to flicker away, but then again they are still going in. The Revitalize hasn't popped up. Sir Armoon might get that first blood. Meanwhile, look at Bit. He will be traded away by Lomlomai. So boom, getting that kill on Sir Armoon. Will it be a third kill on the sides of team? LCF are going in strong, trying to move away, but slow coming from the link of punishment. He will not be able to escape. Okay, Eliminators not facing a good time right now.
I mean, this was what I was talking about. Hylos is in the room. If you are being so aggressive, you gotta have a little bit speed buff, which a support can give you. You have that Jawhead. He can't use that. He can't throw Jawhead, not a Jawhead, but the Hylos away from you because he used it already on some mage. So you gotta be very careful about it. But there's the first turtle fight.
Okay, Sir Armoon will be grabbing that turtle down, but just look at Pokipine with the damage, but Bit will be taking that kill onto her. Joy and a double kill on the hands of Team Sir Armoon. Oh my god, Eliminators capitalizing on that situation, and look at Fate going in for some support with Johan, and as well as him will be retreating. Like, what exactly happened right there?
I mean, that was I would say a good chance to Team Eliminators. They lost the first team fight, but they are back. But also, if we see the goal difference, okay, I'm seeing a goal difference, but it's quite a lot. It shouldn't be 8k difference. It should be at least now it's good. I thought it was 0. I thought it's a 0. So again, it's a 10 to 8. Oh, that's a 1500 goal difference, and 1500 is on the side of Team Eliminators. They are ahead of 15, I would say just 1300, let's just say. They're going in with that eject!
And the ejector is right there. Sir Armoon is there for the follow-up, and Johan will be taken away by Fate right there. Jump going in with the glorious path. But look at Fate in a very compromising situation. Lomlomai trying to get that kill, but they will just be retreating. Meanwhile, just look at Eliminators capitalizing on the situation really well. I think you really need to, go away maybe, because you're in a very low HP, but he's going in for another ejector. But look at the damage. This is what I was talking about. The knockups as well as the damage coming from Whale will be something you really need to be careful of. Okay, look at the flicker coming in. The Purify hasn't made it out. Pine as well as our Legend trying to dish out some damage right there. The Revitalize is in now, but behind the scenes, Fate will be taken down by Lomlomai. Legend trying to damage right there, but Sir Armoon going in, trying to grab another kill, but they will just be retreating.
I'm feeling bad for Sicilian this match because he's just getting caught by the Lomlomai. He's just focusing on the Sicilian as he should be. But that was a team fight that benefited, I would say, Team LC. But again, an eject and the stun. This is what I was talking about. So let's just see. Maybe I'm right in what I was saying before, but let just not be that. But I would like to see itemization because there's going to be the second turtle. And I think this time...
Okay, look at that. The Glorious Pathway. Everyone trying to take down, but look at Pokipine trying to take down Sir Armoon, trying to CC him, but he will be grabbing that turtle with the retribution along with that kill onto our Adet right there. And once again, Eliminators getting the upper hand in that team fight.
I love the fact that the Antil is right away from the Sicilian, and Genius One has been bought by who is Peter as well as by this Joy. And okay, that's a Fury Hammer, and so far so forth. A good itemization coming from both the sides, plus a rope coming in from the Jawhead. That's a good. I just noted that Joy was also there. So a rope in that early phase that will give you that extra magical defense that you need to go toe to toe against Lomlomai. So that's a good itemization coming from both the sides. I think still a rope can also be bought from the Sicilian because he has bought that anti-heal now. But look at that, Lomlomai might be in danger. But the revitalize, but the vengeance will be used from that.
Okay, Pokimine going in, and it will be Legend who will taken away for that overextender right there. Look at the damage coming in from the side of Team LCF right there. Mine, as well as the rest of the people. Art isn't there, they really need it. But then again, Johan is there for the help. Sir Armoon as well as Art trying to dash it away. Finds the the Primal Wrath, all being used up. Look at the Purify being baited away. Johan going that kill, but Lomlomai will be the one securing that last hit right there. And with that, the first turret might be down as people are taking a lot of damage. Art with the ejector. It might be Sarar Moon taking down our Peter, but then again Sarar Moon in a very clutch situation. And with that, okay, it is the time for Bruno to shine because he is there with that dash, and Lomlomai will be taken away as well as a double kill on the hands of Legend with a trade-off 3 for 3.
Exactly. And now again the score difference is hovering towards the team Eliminators, but I would not say it's a lot. I would say it's a mini goal difference, or maybe a minor goal difference. But we can see in the top lane right away, baby CC is just trying to dash out a little bit of damage for now. And now if you see the turrets, one turret has been taken down by the team Eliminators in this best of 7 CC's third match. And I would say that's a good start coming in from the team Eliminators, but still there's a lot of potential for the team LCA because Joy is proving it it's giving its dividends in this match, and Joy has a 100% team fight participation. That means he was there in every team fight which happened from the side of team LCF, and
Okay,
Pookie with a good map
really
awareness.
Okay, Fate trying to take that one kill, but the knockup is there coming from the side of Whale. Okay, they might be looking to trade it off. I mean, I really loved how Team LCF went in for that turret instead of the turtle, but then again, just look at that. Nomnomite taken down once again. The damage coming from Fracture isn't enough for Johan to be taken down. He is going in with the Death Sonata, and with that, the first tier turret might be taken down, or the blue might be denied right there. Meanwhile, Pine in a very clutch situation, 3 members behind him. The damage, look at the Sanguine Glass connecting on to Jobum, but he will just be recalling at this point. Eliminators don't want to give them even a moment of freedom, as the first hit turret from the mid lane will be taken down by Sarar Moon right there, and the same might go in for the turrets. I mean, Solsky, you were complaining about the turrets right now. Just look at how many turrets have been taken down.
No, I'm not complaining. That's a good start coming in from the side.
Okay, Lomlomai in a really clutch situation. Art's missile will be taking him now, but then again, it will be Vale grabbing on the trade-off right there. And LCF going in for that kill onto Fate, and Bit, they are all alone. Jabom going in, and the rest of the teams, the damage isn't enough because look at Peter, he really needs to retreat at this point.
Yep, exactly. And you know what? And yeah, I would like to explain myself. I was not complaining, guys. Complaining are for, sometimes we complain with our, no, we will not go there. We will not go there. But yeah, I was saying that's a good start for the side of Team Eliminators in this series. But now I think they could continue their domination, not a domination, but a good start coming in the Eliminators. So they should continue their flow. I would say yes, flow. Yeah, he was just teasing. That's why I didn't give it to you. Don't worry, Asuya. I will just give it to you right away. But now the first Lord is up, and Lomlomai, and who is in the base? That's the Jabom right there. So it's very crucial for the Jabom to use his glorious pathway in this team fight, and Lord is quite low right there.
Well, true. Look at LCF with the glorious pathway. 4 people converging there, zoning people away, but I think it will be fine. We will be taken away. And Sarar Moon coming in class with those dashes, with that retribution, winning it out. Momo taking that kill onto the Jawhead, but then again, it is a trade for a trade. People looking really low. LCF might be taken down as Fade, being that guy along with the Sarar Moon, dishing out so much damage. A complete wipe out for the side of Team LCF. What will they do? Because the minions are also forcing in. This might be the last nail in the coffin as Team Eliminators are going in for that last hit. I mean, just look at that, Solskjaer.
Oh, this now the balls are gonna hurt because he has the 307 this time, the Fate. But Legend, not a good place to be because your Lord is up. And what are you doing, brother? Why are you playing like a rank? Because you don't take post-Lord fight, or if you take a post-Lord fight, remember that you have to survive for your team. Now it's a 4v5 situation. You guys just got that, a wipeout. That was a very, but as Asuya said, nail in the coffin. Now there is a lot of nail in the coffins that are left to hammer. So you got to be very careful with it, brother. But now they are focusing on the turret, and yes, again, I was not complaining, guys. So don't take it personally. And if anybody is a fan of Eliminators, I can see a lot of you guys are there in the chats. So shout out to you people. Thank you for coming in and joining with us. And I would like to see itemization for the team Eliminators plus the LC, because they both are playing right now. And that's a good good itemization, focusing on the damage. But I think now Joy has got a build, either the immortality or some defense, to counter this Bruno, because he will be getting his 4th items, and he is actually the highest gold, highest individual gold in his team. He got the 4 items. He's gonna hurt like hell. Those balls are coming through, and those balls has immense damage. If it touches you, you might get destroyed. But the art is there with the eject.
Okay, and it will be the rule bit going down, and Jabom in a very clutch situation right there with the glorious pathway, but it will be a double kill secured by Fate right there, and then rest of the team just forcing it in out. Look at Sir Armon going in for the split push right there, the concealed gameplay coming in. Joy needs to just go back. He might look for that kill onto Pit. Pit doesn't know, but Lomlomai is going in. What that dash, what that grab. The ejector is right there from Art, and Lomlomai will also be taken down. 3 members down from the side of Team LCF.
Yep, and that's how you win a team fight. That's a good draft right away. Eject was on point. Take out one crucial member. That was, I think, if I'm not wrong, it was a mage. And now, okay, that's a good curtain call, cutting the Johan and Hylos.
Okay, fine, going in for the CC, but it is enough because Fate will be taking that turret away along with the damage coming in. The Primal Rat trying to dish out some damage of the Fracture will be taking that hit. Fate grabbing that last hit onto that. He is still there in front. He is so confident because he knows that all 3 of the inhibitors are down from the side of Team LCF, and the Lex Nord coming in 6 seconds. It might be an easy uncontested lot for the side of Team Eliminators because Team LCF are facing that minion pressure, and the minion, actually, the lane sync coming from ET might be really good.
Exactly. And now the second lot is up. Again, I would like to see itemization, because this Bruno is going. Now that's a cherry on the cake. Bruno is going with a Radiant. Now the Joy will have a lot hard time because he is already 7-6s from 706. So that's a difference. Now the lot is up, and I think the fight is going to start from Sasria.
I mean, just look at the Sanguine Claws, and they're going in, but it will be Saramon grabbing onto the Lord. The Lord's Pathway coming in, but CC coming so much health right there, not letting them retreat, binding people to get the Art going in for the Granger. The Wind of Nature is right there, but he will be taken down. This will be a triple kill for the Fate. And only 2 members remaining, Peter as well as the Lomlomai. The lane sync coming from the side of ET is really great. Will they be able to defend this final march coming from the side of Team Eliminators? Because just look at that, the damage is enough. Bruno trying to clear up that minions. Lomlomai going in, but he might be taken down. Legend in a really clutch situation, but the Winter Sound gameplay coming right there. It will be Fate taking another legendary. Look at the recall charge right there, right inside the base. They want to take down Peter, but it will be the base lockdown as Legend with the yo-yo takes away that HP.
If you can smell, the Eliminators are cooking, because they are making a comeback in this best of 7 series by winning the first game of this best of 7 series of the Blazing Championship Season 1, powered by IGC. And now we can see the KDAs, and for me, this ball guy, the Sunil Chetri of the List Land of Dawn, is the MVP. Obviously is. But I like to give my regards to this legend, because his curtain call was on point. Plus the art, the jawhead pick was just a cherry on the cake. It made Bruno to give a damage, like if Bruno was giving a free damage, so it made Bruno to give damage like a cakewalk, if you know what I mean. Now I got to focus on the LCF. I would say again, I'm not sure that this whale pick was quite good pick coming in from the side of Team LCF. Plus, I'm not saying that Vale underperformed, but I think they couldn't focus on Johan because they were so busy in the fights, because their Peter getting caught every time, and that's how they lost their leverage. But if we can see the data, that's the 81% team fight participation to the Legend. And yep, Legend, your name is Legend, but I would say I can give you my regards that you played really, really well in this game number 3 of the best of 7 series. But now I think we will go for a short break, and we will see you guys in the game number 4 also. So till then, we will see you guys. And also, before we go, I would like to give shout out to all the players who are there in the chat. There's the Paper, Debbie is there, and XCS is there, Shins is also there. So thank you guys. And Just Simp is also there. Just Simp, I like your name. And Nobita is okay. Nobita from the Doraemon is also there. So thank you guys for joining in for the chats. Please be with us for a while, and we will be right back with a short break.
Do I really have what it takes? What if I lose my way? Is it really worth it? Will everything come crashing down?
These two are back again?
No.
How far will they get
Without this
time?
competition,
Guess we'll have to
I
wait
would
and
have
see.
never met Dexter or dreamed of reaching for the stars. Let's burn as bright as we can, Dexter, till the very end.
What's up, gamers? I'm just kidding. So this is the game number 4 of the best of 7 series of the Blazing Championship Season 1 powered by Indian Gaming Corps. I know you guys saying that I have said this multiple times, but you know what? We gotta say this multiple times, and we are back with the game number 4. This time, I think the places will be switched. This time, LC will be on the blue side, and Team Eliminators will be on the right side. And now I would say there is 2 points for Team LCF, 1 point for Team Eliminators. Let us see what this game number 4 holds for us, because the first team to reach game number, not the first for team to win 4 games in a row will be taking this Blazing Championship trophy home when winning this tournament. So far, so forth. I would say Team Eliminators made a good comeback, but I would still think Team LCF was not on their full potential in the game number 3 because of those whale pick. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I'm being biased, but I'm saying what I think of. So maybe like Asuya was saying that whale was a good pick, but I don't think so. It was a good pick. So what do you think, Asuya? You gonna change your opinion, or I should change my opinion as well?
I mean, according to me, it was a good pick. It was there to counter out people, to counter out CC, to counter out Jawhead, but the execution wasn't timed out well because just like the first
Oh,
game, LCF split people apart, split the teams apart. The same happened for the side of Team LCF. They were kind of split apart. They couldn't actually execute it together well. And with that, Solsky, the question still remains. I wonder how. I wonder when. Was Whale a good pick, or will it ever be a good pick? And with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to the draft phase. And there is one thing. I don't know if I should be saying it because it is a joke.
so you tell me, the backgrounds in the backstage. But now we will just focus on the game, because I don't think so. We are allowed to say jokes. Or maybe if we are allowed, not that kind of a joke that you were trying to say, but we are allowed to say some jokes. But yep. So don't get me wrong also. But now I think LCF has that first pick, and Peter got the first ban in the first phase of the banning phase. Yep, I would just say. So grand finale. People when they hear grand finale, they just get goosebumps. And yep, this is the goosebumps thing, because these are some interesting matches we are seeing from the past few games. Team LCA was on a roll, but one I would say, okay, I will not just blame it to Peter, because they would say that I am their biggest hater. But still, I love LCF because they are the team that defeated MMG, Meow Gang, whom people think they are a threat. So that's why. And I also think Team LCF has a potential to become the number 1 team in this India. And dare I say it, yes, I have said it. So, and plus, I'm I'm not being biased towards the Eliminators now, because I think LCF has its potential. Eliminators also has its potential, but I think this is the moment that they can show us that why they are one of the India's most what do you call it, remembered team, who has defeated ABM also. You guys all should also remember that match. So let's see what Eliminators are gonna pick. So not to pick, but ban. Okay, this is Yushin ban coming right away from the Eliminators. Okay, Asuya, what do you think going to be up in the last 4 bans? Also, give me a guess. What do you think the first ban is from the LCF? My guess. Okay, let's just see what your guess is.
The first, it will be. They might go in for a Matilda ban, a Hilda ban. And also, I'm sure, I'm not sure, but I think Eliminators might go in to ban the Sicilian, ban the Suyo, or maybe even ban out the Chip. Let's just see what they go for, because I did see some patterns right there. LCF might go for the first pick on a Sicilian. Let's just see what happens, because they're still debating. And do you think one pick is already gone? Because I do not see it shining.
I mean, I think still the ban is left. Now it's shining. There's the Matilda, but the first ban, in my opinion, not in my opinion, but I mean my guess, I would say it will be. Mm, what what hero did Eliminators pick in the last game? I think it was Sicilian. One was Sicilian. Okay, if I'm not wrong, it was. Oh, I forgot what was the juggler in the past game. My bad. So that okay, the Hayabusa band coming up and the Fanny band coming up. So now the last band will be, yes, Nolan. Thank you, hero, bro. Thank you for the save. You are my hero, bro. You are my. You're not. No, you're not. No. You are not. Not. As a friend, you are in my heart, bro. As a friend, you are in my heart. So now we're moving on. The Eliminators and the last
Solsky has
band.
a lot of hearts.
First phase. Come on, man. You shouldn't say it in the background. Please. Oh, yeah, go ahead with the last band. What do you think? Okay, that's a Bruno man.
Well, did not want to give out Bruno, but understandable. If LCF goes in for the Sicilian pick, you don't want two late gamers onto their hands. And with that, all the bans are set in, and I was kind of confused that why is the first screen not shining? And LCF actually made two away with the first ban. They did not want. They want to open one hero for the name, but with that, it will be Suyo getting picked up once again. What will the answer from the side of Team Eliminators? Like they can go in for the high loss as well as the Gadot Gacha combo there. They might even grab on onto the Granger once again. Let's just see what they are cooking because Hilda is also open. Sicilian is also open. Will he go in for the Granger and Sicilian? And yes, it will be two of the power picks in the hands of Team Eliminators right now.
Yep, that's a two meta. But now they are focusing to giving that Suyu to Lomlomai. We have seen how he can play Suyu. Plus, I think Sirar Moon also can play Suyu well. But the Alpha is open. It's just a matter of time. But they will pick as Alpha as a jungler, or they will ban Alpha to squeeze out a jungling pick. Still, I don't think so. The first ban is the Nolan. I think the first ban should be a EXP, that's a Hylos or the Get Out, or maybe something Hilda. But let's see, that's a chip, and the Luo is still open. Classic pick coming in from the LCF. Plus, we can see a sneak peek. Oh, what do we call it? Foresight of the no, it's foresight is for the future. Okay, let's just call it the past sight of that first match. They got the few heroes of that first match in this best of 7 series. That's the Luo E and Chip. But let us see what the not the second, but the last pick of the first phase of the draft looks like. It's from the legend of the Team Eliminators, and after this, the second banning phase will also start. And this time, this will be the Hylos. Good pick coming in from the side of Team Eliminators. But if Hylos will have to look out for the slow age diversion also. So I think he is a pretty good contender for it. But I still think that's going to create a lot of confusion because they got the diversion plus the chip. So Asuya, what do you think about the picks and the second phase of the draft?
I was just gonna say, ban out the CC. You don't want CC against the Hylos. And Eliminators know that in the first game it might be a rinse and repeat of the first game because the draft is almost the same. Eliminators with a Sicilian and Cringe as well as the Hylos. Meanwhile, LCF with a Suyo, Chip, and a Lui. Two of the game makers. A lot of utility in the hands of Team LCF right now. Like, absolutely crazy. A really scary draft on the hands of LCF. Let's just see how Eliminator is going for that because they will be banning out a glue as well. So, what do you think? Will Sarar Moon and Art are the two people who are actually left with the hyper pick as well as our Rome pick. How is Sarar, this duo, Sarar, gonna just take away that combo, that counter pick, Suyo, as well as the chip and the diversions coming from them because we did see how absolutely menacing they were. One good diversion, one good shortcut can wipe out the entire team.
Exactly. And now, as you mentioned, Sarar. I mean, people can say Russian voice also. I mean, I have learned it from the Jenny. She calls Sarar Moon as Sarar Moon. So, I mean, that's a cool way to pronounce his name. And now, LCF has the first pick. Not the first pick, but the second pick of the second phase of the draft. Because the band straight away, again, they have banned Tiger and the Kamala. They don't wanted it to give away the Rome window, but they still forgot about the Get Out. But I think they can counter Get Out with that kind of mobility because they got a chip as a mobile tank. They got the Suyu who has the immunity. The only left is the low E, but I still think Peter has a very good positioning when he plays low E, maybe when he plays any mage. But now let's see Johan which MMA, which marksman is going to pick, because the Granger, I think Granger is still open. Oh, okay, two counter Granger. I was about to say that's okay. The Granger wasn't okay. I just noticed. I'm my bad. But I love the fact that he have gone for this Irithil. If you remember, I think FNOP has that Irithil when they won that last game. So Irithil is a very good marksman, I would say, and she's like a pseudo Bruno with that passive plus with a higher mobility. So, and plus that poke coming in from the Granger, you gotta be having a very good stun to hit those, what do you call that, Sonata or these I forgot the skill name, but yep, the S1 of the Granger. But now the team, both the teams have completed the draft, and now this is a Nolan against it Irithel. You need a constant stun. You need to stun and make Irithel immobile to hit those fracture. Or maybe if the Irithel is too low, then you can catch her off guard and kill that Irithel. An assassin, I would say, is a good against, but you gotta be very careful with the positioning, because if you go from the front, that low E and combo can mess you up. But now the draft has been completed. This time, that's a good draft coming from the LCF. But still, eliminators are not looking too bad. They are looking too good, in my opinion, also. So let's just see what this game holds for us. This is going to the game number 4. And I Solskjaer again will be your caster along with Asuya, as you can see in your screens. And I will be with you guys in the chats also. Really moving on to the land of dawn shortly. This time LCF on the blue side, eliminators on the right side. And you guys are watching Blazing Championship Season 1 powered by IGC.
Well, finally, I get to raise my opinion for that draft. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Land of Dawn. And I was really gonna say that this time there will be 2 revitalizers from the side of Team Eliminators, so they have a lot of sustain, a lot of aggro from the early game, and I think, especially if the side of LCF are not able to end this game early, ET will be just scaling off over and over Granger with those stacks, Sicilian with those stacks before he gets that final nerf. I think the draft from Team Eliminators looking really strong, and the side of Team LCF really needs to provide some space for Irithel to farm up, because even though there is the Maleficant, she has a lot of mobility, and of course, wait, I will say something. Bait looking really low, he will be forced to flicker away Legend. With the Revitalize, he will also be moving away. But this is kind of new. I'm seeing art for the first time on Akadot but the taunt might come in. 3 people are there surrounding them, and with that, Solskjaer, I was just gonna say this, that there is a lot of mobility onto the Irithel. She will be really hard to catch, but then towards the late game, just one Sanguine class is all you need with the bad impact.
I see. As you mentioned, like Sanguine clause is there, but I still think mobility can counter with that. Can counter the Sanguine clause also. But as but I think the Ring of Punishment is enough to catch Irithel. The slow is enough. But look at that, the Soul Sewer coming in from Lomromai and will be giving a little bit of damage to Art. Plus that the passive of that this Suyu is a lot, but the Porcupine will be falling back for now. He is the Khalid for now. Art is quite low before the turtle, and that's not a very good sign, because the turtle will be up in that 1 second mark. And this time the full map control is for the team LCF from their draft. They're using their draft to full, but it's a
Alright, really low with the Revitalize. When you stop, 3 of the people right there surround Moon might be going in for that grab, but Lomromai will be going away. But look at that beautiful ultimate coming from the side of Porcupine. Double kill on the hands. No, it was just 1 kill on the hands of side LCF. Bait really needs to be careful. They do not know Legend is right there trying to stun Lomromai. You will be taken down right there. Oh my god, what a beautiful gameplay. Oh my god, just look at ET denying both the jungles right there. But then again, look at our Porcupine with that great gameplay, the taunt coming in along with the Simon class. They actually managed to just dodge it away, but then again, this might be an easy turtle for the side of Team Eliminators unless they have something else to say, because Porcupine with that zoning potential is doing an amazing job. This is the beauty of an early game Khalid.
I see. And now you see that they have this, what do you call it, Legend. I was shouting Legend and I forgot what he did. So yeah, Legend took out that beautiful kill, and that gave a window of opportunity for both the teams to secure the turtle. But did you see, it's a matter of time, because there's a
Diversion coming in. AOTT just connecting. Look at Pookie Pine getting that air bomb. So boom, trying to dish out some damage, trying to sustain, but Pine with the revitalize right there. He will be taken down by Art. And with that behind the scenes, Ramon in really low HP, just forced to back up. Bid will be taking that kill onto Jabom. ET looking really low. The diversion gameplay. Wait a second, the Yin Yang combo and Irithel will be grabbing that one hit. Fate is also there. He's getting taunted. He's getting the damage. Johan will be managing to retreat, but will still both the teams are just let the turtle go away. I think ET should not grab it, should not start it because Pookie Pine is there and the ultimate is not used up. But Ramon will be grabbing that turtle with that retribution. Pookie Pine is really low HP, but Legend will be the one who will be taken down by low. Okay, but some sacrifices are necessary.
It wasn't. To be honest, he had that glorious spot.
Okay, Nom, sorry, Sir Harmon doesn't know. He will be taken down. The buff will also be taken away. The turtle, which was just grabbed on, just lost it out.
I mean, this sacrifice was necessary to give them an edge, but Art is too inside. Will be getting a little bit of damage. Will he be able to success? Oh, okay, Lucky Legend is there to, okay, he got the blue buff. That's a goated timing for that stun. But look at the top lane, Jobom with using his beautiful passive. And he will be going on the top and securing the kill of that Fate. And Fate will be losing the edge in the top lane, that's gold lane. And Irithil will be getting free gold shield. And I think they should focus on the gold in the top lane because the gold plate and the lady in that bike, the Super Splendor, she is hungry for gold because she want to upgrade that Splendor to Ducati.
Jabom in a very tight situation, the shortcut might come in. The back piece has been used up. Look at Jabom flickering inside with the AOTG coming in. Fate will be grabbing that kill onto Jabom. Look at the raging sandstorm. Fate will be taken down. Fine in a really low SP. He will be taken down by Bid right there. Meanwhile, look at Art with the revitalizer. Armon also coming along with Legend. Everyone looks to be really low HP. What a beautiful AOTG right there. Peter will be taken down. And with that, a 3-for-2 trade.
Yep, exactly. And I would like to see some itemization. I forgot about itemization because of the so many things happening in this match. But look, just that, and the individual goal difference is not a lot. But I still think Ranger is quite good with catching up, even though he lost his gold plate. And straight away good anti-heal coming in from the CC lane. So far, so good. No rookie mistake has been done. But the elegant chamber. Okay, that's a little overextension coming in from the Chip. Chip going for that early Dreadnought armor, but I still think he needs a lot of defense. So he just go for the dominant size real quick. And this time, they are denying Sarar Moon his farm, but I think he will catch up real soon. And now the dominant size is there. He might defend that damage coming in from the Johan.
Okay, they are diving into deep. The diversion is also there. Look at that. Only Legend is the one who's connected. So Ramon actually manages to just dash away. And I was going to say that Lamlamai is there trying to take that purple. He's getting taunted away. Fade. He will be just grabbing it away, but then AOTG coming in, he will be forced to retreat the other way. Will they be taken down? Wait, with that last, but look at that beautiful raging sandstorm coming along with so many revitalizers right there. Both the teams just want to take that kill. Bid grabbing that kill, but Peter goes to the same, another kill on the hands of Team Eliminators, and Johan will also be taken down by the Gadot Kacha. Are doing an amazing job right now, and LCS losing it out in this team fight.
Man, that was a very good sustain coming in from the side of Team LCF. Pookie Pine sustained with his sand. I forgot the skill name, but it's S2. Can you remind me, Asuya? I'm sorry, but yep. Now, okay, that's a diversion in the top lane. Siramun don't know that he is there. Siramun will. Okay, that's a good use of his dash, but Jabab is there with the.
They still want to take him away, but Legend is there for the rescue. The raging sandstorm along with the flicker, and Sir Armon will be going down. Meanwhile, the rest of the team trying to dish out some damage. Pookie Pine will be punished for that overengage, but then it is an EXP for a jungler. Meanwhile, look at Zabon force to use up that flicker. Okay, this is what I was talking about. The Sanguine Claws from Bid can't be the one with the game changer. The way he's grabbing onto Johan left and right, but then again, Art going in for the taking off onto the Bid. And Legend is there for the follow-up, but then again, they kind of lost it out. But ET does look to have that upper hand right now, Solski.
Exactly, and you know that was a very good soothing voice. But yep, as you mentioned, ET has that upper hand, and now I still think Sanguine Claws is there. But the taunt coming in from the Art is just on point. We just saw in the previous team fight how he just taunt that Irithil, and she was stuck in the one place. But look at the top, there's a. Okay, that's a little out position, and Jobom is left all alone. Jobom
He will
will
be
be
taking
getting down, but with a shortcut.
Shortcut wasn't been used, but the rest of the team is also there for the pull-off. Johan looking in really class situation. He will be Johan will be taken out by Sararman. Oh my god, look at the true revitalizes soaking up so much damage. Khalid will be taken out. Art once again taking that kill onto Johan. Art doesn't want to give this marksman the space he really needs. But then again, they might be trying to force it out the first tier, and then they will just be disengaging at this point.
Exactly. Peter is doing a lot of gambles. Again, that's a good gamble, and he just secured maybe one kill, maybe not, but that was a good escape coming in from the side of team Eliminators. Art, I would like to see itemization because Legend just got his boot. That's a warrior boot for that extra physical defense. So far, so forth. Good itemization coming in from that Sicilian. He doesn't want that Clock of Destiny because he's just going for that freeze. And so far, so forth. The itemization are good. And this is what I was talking about. Ithil has the two major item to give damage: the Berserker Fury and the Harsh Claws for the sustain. We just saw how she bursted down that Nolan in the previous team fight, and so far. And that's anti-heal coming in from the Granger also, so that Art so that Art could not buy that anti-heal. That's a good call coming in from the side of team Eliminators. So far, so forth. Good itemization. AOG.
And Lomnomai going in for that steal of the blue buff, but Bait is the one who actually gets it. Peter in a really low HP, meanwhile fine in a class situation. Jabom is there with the shortcut, the Raging Sandstorm coming in. Johan will be grabbing that kill onto Sarar Moon, and with that Pete will be taking that kill onto Porcupine. Jabom really low HP, forced to use that flicker, but look at the damage coming from the Death Sonata, putting people to death. A triple kill right there onto his hands, and meanwhile it will be Lomnomai taking that kill onto that. The shutdown. Meanwhile it is a trade up as Bid will be taking that last hit onto Lomnomai, and with that this might be nothing actually because both the junglers are dead.
Okay, this might be a window of opportunity. I hear you, but you know what? This is a window of opportunity to take the mid lane turret down. If Bid tries to secure that mid lane turret, will he, with the help of Million? No, but with the Bid will be getting his winter crowns. Again, I would like to see itemization because I think now that's a good item coming in from the side of Art. He just got that robe. Plus, he don't want to get bursted down from this Iridel who has bought her core item. But that's a good, not a good zone, but that's a good vision coming in from side of team Eliminators. But you look at that, I think Sarar Moon is not having a very good time in this match, but I think he still can sign because Shine, if he engages here really carefully, but Lomlom might be in very danger because if he goes with the wrong dash, but that's
Okay, the bomb in a clutch. He will be taken out right there by Pit. What an engage, but look at the Raging Sandstorm not actually connecting onto anyone. Fine in a really clutch situation. The fracture, but the heal is also there. Sarar Moon just diving in for that kill, but he will be able to sandwalk it away in 1 HP. And with that, the zone potential from the side of Team ET actually using it up to the fullest content. But then again, they really need to be careful because the diversion gameplays still can take away what they want. With Sarar Moon easily grabbing onto that turtle. Meanwhile, the macro gameplay from the side of Team LCF, just look at them, forced the turrets, 2 turrets from the bot lane.
Exactly. And now, as you mentioned, the turrets are equal for both the teams for now. But I think the kill ratio is hovering towards the Team Eliminators, and the goal difference is not allotted. It's approx 3k. So Team LCF need to, have a little change of plans.
We want to go in once again with the aggression. And look at Legend. Fate getting that kill onto Johan. Peter will also be taken down by Sarar Moon right there. And looking at the flicker, but the AODG is right there, dropping people. That Fate getting one more kill onto Khalid. Lomnomai right behind. He wants to deny those minions, and never mind. And with that, the Lord also marching in from the top lane. Will it be the final lane in the coffin? The Holy Shield has been taken away. Jabom in a really tight situation will be taken on by Legend. And just look at the damage. Lomnomai will be taking out Sarar Moon. Meanwhile, the rest of the team wants to hunt them down. The ultimate, the Glorious Pathway coming in. He will be dashing it away. 1 against the world. Will LCF be able to do something? Peter respawning, but then it will be second match again in the hands of Team Eliminators. A 2 for a 2. Oh my god, Solskjaer.
I mean, yeah, exactly. And you know what? We are seeing an epic comeback from the Eliminators. People were saying, Eliminators were not having their good game, but now we can see a good game coming in from the side of Team Eliminators. If their one teammate couldn't perform well, don't worry, we got our team, but the MVP deserved it really well, and the communication gap was not there this time because the ant-hill that was required to build by the art that has been bought by fate this time, and he just got the window to buy the necessary items in this current condition. So, as our boy said, we will be shortly coming back after a short break. So, don't go anywhere. Please like, share, subscribe to the stream, and we will see you guys after a short break.
Do I really have what it takes? What if I lose my way? Is it really worth it? Will everything come crashing down?
These two are back again?
No.
How far will they get
Without this
time?
competition,
Guess we'll have to
I would have never met Dexter or dreamed of reaching for the stars. Let's burn as bright as we can, Dexter, till the very end.
One spark is all it takes to ignite the stars!
So as I said, it will be a short break, and it is indeed a short break. I'm not breaking my promise, so please, guys, promise me that you will be with us for till the last match, as this is getting interesting because Eliminators was losing from 2-0. Now they are from 2-2. As from 2-2, they are going 2-2 against Team LCF, and from the 2-2, we can say the Team LCF need to buckle up right now because they are lacking behind from the Team Eliminators, and people are saying that Team Eliminators can make a comeback, and I would love to see it, but Team LCF will can also, or not can, but they have that ability to come back in this final best of seven series. But this time, Eliminators will be getting the first pick. LCF will be getting the second pick, and this is the fifth match of the best of seven series. Whoever will win this match will have the will have that advantage over other team of the 1 point, and from the next to next match they will be in a match point again. But let's just see which what this game holds for us. But straight away, a fanny band coming in for the team LCF. Lo my.
Well, with that, thank you, Solski, for that brilliant introduction right there. And yes, just like you mentioned, both the teams in a clash right now, the toe-to-toe competition between these two teams. They need to unleash their inner gamers. They need to be on some other level right now because this is the grand finals, and the team which gets to the 4 points first is the one securing the victory. And with that, uh, I don't think so. They will be exploring some new routes, but then again, the bans are right there set in from the side of Team LCF as well as the Eliminators banning away the Fanny as well as the Matilda. The Zushin has also been banned out, so maybe Team LCF should ban out the Sicilian because we did see how good those Sanguine class really connect, especially on the bid. He's playing it really safe, and he's a game changer mage after all. Like even though if you're able to get that Chrono or the Granger, Sicilian is the one who's actually the game changer in all of these games, Solski.
I mean, you are giving Cecilia a lot of credit, to be honest. But
Because I love
you should
Sicilian.
be. I know, you should be. Because girls actually love vampires. And I don't know, for some reason, because I am reading some books about the vampires, I gotta read it. So now, okay, now the Eliminators have banned the Matilda straight away. This Matilda is banned. They don't want anybody to come to them with a flying, not a flying kiss, I would say, but a flying hero. The two heroes you
Fine.
don't even know wherever they wherever they are coming to you. Obviously, there is sometimes you mark an hero and you can cancel that guiding winds plus a circling eagle in midway and can go to other enemy and stun them. So you don't want that Matilda to against you or even with you. So now LCF is banning, as you mentioned. Okay, Eliminators don't want low E to open for that Peter. And we just saw what Peter can do with that low E, even though he lost the previous match, but he still gave dividends to his team. But the Get Caster was the start of the previous match, but let's just see what team Eliminators will go for in this game. What are they gonna cook in this game? Because now I think they have got a foothold of their gameplay, of their game style, like how they are going to play in this tournament. Because now they're comfortable with their game style. Until and unless LCF counter that game style, they won't change it unless and until LCF counters. But let's just see. As I was saying, Get Caster might get banned, and it got banned. So, Asui, what do you think about the first pick and the pants? Not the first pick, but what will the first pick? Oh,
80 don't want to give away a high loss. Well, we did see Legend did an amazing job. He was the best utility pick, and also the revitalized the way. I mean, do you remember those team fights? It was like all 10 members are just coming together, and then those crumbling bodies were crumbling like dust onto fire, moving away, just blown away by the ashes. And with that, the team fights, what I was gonna say is that the sustain coming from the side of ET was absolutely amazing. Like the amount of damage Hylos as well as the Godot Kacha with two revitalizers were able to take, they were able to give the opportunity the marksman as well as the hyper and also the mage needed. And that's how they actually came on top. Because Sicilian was farmed up, Fate was farmed up on that. That Sonatas were hitting people left and right. So yeah, I think Hylas is a good pick, but then they will be looking to ban out a CC in the next ban phase. And if LCF understands that, they might go in for a third pick CC because she will be a perfect counter, someone who can zone away this hefty, beefy, what is this? Pegasus? No, Century or Centaur, whatever.
Okay. We got it. No pressure, no pressure at all. And yep, as you mentioned, Pegasus and whatever. So now I'm just kidding. I'm just messing around also, yeah. So bids. Now Eliminators going again with that Granger. As I mentioned, they are having a comfortable game style for now. After from these two games, they have cracked out like how to counter LCF game style. Now I think LCF got a buckle up this time, and now the glue was open. They don't want to give away, and they don't want to risk again this time with the glue, and they are gonna change their draft as they should, because change is necessary when you gotta go beyond a certain threshold. As Asuya mentioned, they gotta bring out their A game, and as the captain Yami from the Black Clover says, push past your limits right here, right now, when you have reached a certain point, and that's what LCF is doing right now. Plus, Team Eliminators also did that. They won the two games by pushing past their limits. And let's just see where both the teams who have a greater will to win this blazing championship season one, because LCF has already won one championship in this IJC tournament. It was Indian Gaming Showdown. And let's just see. This is the blazing championship. This is the new tournament. Did do LCF or will LCF will this win this game number 5 of the best of 7 series, or will the Team Eliminators again be on a third gaming winning streak of in this tournament from the game number 3 to game number 5? But again, we can see chip ban, and again an Eve ban, not an Eve, but an Eve ban coming in from the Team Eliminators, but a Faramis ban. Alright,
Well,
so now the banning phase is done. Yeah, I'm coming to Asuya. What do you think about the Faramis ban? Plus, okay, why is this so? Okay, I forgot it. They have the glue. That's why they banned the Faramis. But still, Vexana is open. So what do you think?
well, this is what I was going to say, that Glue is a great pick, but then again, he will be, performing really, really good against a Hylos. He has that spammable first skill. Hylos will not be able to escape. But then again, Param is there for the grab, a really great utility hero. The damage will be immense. But then again, if you ban out the Faramis, Vixana is open out onto the grab. I was gonna say maybe LCF goes in for the Vixana because neither of them have the mage right now. But then they will be going in for the Tigreal. There will be. I really love a Tigreal, but then again, why a Tigreal? The Tigreal is actually seen more than an Atlas because Purify teams can just take up that Purify. And there is actually nothing for the side of Team LCF right now which can hold on to our Hayabusa. They really need something which can pick off, go towards the back lane, take down Hayabusa, take down Granger. And they might be very confident. Let's just see if they are able to provide Suyu the path to these damage dealers, because without it, it will be a really hard time for them. And with that, Lilia as well as Hilda have been capped on from the side of Team Eliminators. Like, Hilda is understandable. She is really OP, especially in the early game. But Lilia, I think she can actually counter out those tanky people really well, especially our Glue as well as Tigreal. She can slow them down, create a no man's land, especially from mid to the late game. So, a great pick, but the range is the problem.
Mm. Plus and I would say glue, you can't actually go on like win against a glue. I would say, yeah, you can win before level 4 mark. What about the after the level 4? I mean, it's just a power to power game, a toe to toe game in that EXP lane. And plus, there's a lot of slow coming in from the glue. And slow is kind of a weakness for Hilda because you don't have any dash ability. So you got to be very careful. Plus, you have the passive. Plus, the power of fineness is also there for the stun. So I think Aurora might be safe from the Hilda for a while. Maybe if Blue really looks out for something. And now I think Hayabusa is there. And as we speak of, I welcome you all to this best of 7 series 5th game. 2-2 have been the both point for both the teams. The 2-time points for Team LCF, 2 points for Team Eliminators. But this is not a deciding match, but this match will decide who will get the lead, as this time LCF on the right side, Eliminators on the blue side, and I, Soul Skywell, again will be a caster for this game, and joining by me is going to again be the soothing voice queen, the Asuya, and please Asuya, take it away.
I did see some HP bar flying away. Maybe it was my imagination, but then again, look at ET already on the aggro right there with the Hilda. Looking at going in after Pokemon, Lomlomine trying to disrupt some damage with the Soul Saver, but Pokemon forced to use up that flicker right in the early game. Legend as well as Art, they do not want to give that opportunity. They want to go in for the aggro, but Bid also coming in. The damage, the Revitalize has been popped up. The damage coming from Aurora. The pokes are right there. Pine is also trying to poke away, spamming that first skill right there. But look at that flicker. Jobom trying to use up the second skill to push someone away, but it was kind of denied. But Sararmun already level 4. He's trying to dish out some damage. Look at those Wiki Shadow kills. Spooky Pine, you might be the first one who will give his life away to Sararmun, but Lomlomai with the damage coming in onto Art. Art will be able to successfully move away Legend in a clutch situation. Maybe go in for the bush. They will be disengaging.
That's a good decision coming in for the side of team Eliminators. They, they consume the time of all its for this Lomlomai plus Pokepine so that Hayabusa can be level 4. Hayabusa became level 4, came into the fight, used his Shadow Kill plus the Cold Shadow combo, and get the one first kill for his team. Again, I would say that's a good game plan coming into the side of team Eliminators, and they are doing a lot good from the previous game, but now they have the advantage, they have the map control, plus you got to look for the Freeze Breeze coming from the Who is Peter plus the Frigid Glacier.
Okay, we're already level 4, Sir Armor. HP will be capping that turtle away with that retribution and Legend taking that kill onto Jabom. They are going in strong with those two revitalizers. They want that kill. The stun is right there from Hilda. The rest of the people trying to dish out some CC right there. Bait doesn't have his skill right there. He lacks that mana. Art will be taken out by Lomlomai in that situation. Johan, meanwhile, taking that kill onto Fate solo in the bot lane, which just happened. And with that, the CC coming from our Pokepine is onto them, but Legend in a very tight situation. Sararmun going in after our Aurora, but even the Pride of Ice couldn't be forced away. No kills. Legend also able to survive, but Fate needs to be careful.
Exactly. Now, they had the advantage in the first minute of the game, but now I think Team LCF bounced back really good, but still the difference in the goal is hovering towards the Team Eliminators, not by a lot, but a minor goal difference, not a major one. But as far as the turtle is concerned, both the teams should prioritize these neutral objectives. If any of the team gets the turtle, that's going to be the benefit, the, what do you call it, an interesting factor, or not, but deciding factor, yeah. And deciding factor. Okay!
Bid taking that kill off guard right there. Jabom in a really low HP. Okay, the magic shoes have been popped up for that save, but Lomlomai coming in from the side, trying to take that kill onto the flanks. The kill doesn't connect. But another kill on the hands of Team Eliminators off cam. And with that Hayabusa, just look at him. Sararmun diving in so deep, taking that kill onto Jahan. He will be forced to recall once again, denying another gold wave to them.
Yep. And you know what? Now, I think that was a very good pick-off coming from the bid, because he has used all the ability plus the black shoes and the bombs coming in from the bid. And that's actually I just forgot about the Lilia. That's a very good pick against Aurora if you have the Purify, plus you have the positioning. And now it's a good pick against a Glue because you have the splash damage, plus you can slow down the Jabom before he can use his implosion combo. Flicker implosion combo. But again, look at the art, giving the good vision, slowing down that Jabom, and this time turtle will be secured by the Team Eliminators.
Well, Eliminators on the upper edge right now. The freeze is right there onto that. He will be able to secure his life because he does have a revitalize and he's quite tanky. Jabom in a very tight situation. The Yuiki side shadow kill has been used after the implosion along with the glorious pathway, and it will be Jabom who will be taken down right there. Fate also joining in, trying to dish out some damage, and just look at that Sararmun. Sararmun will be sacrificing his life. The spine will be just grabbing onto him. He really loves to stick onto a Hayabusa. Maybe he really wants to travel in that speed. But then again, Lomlomai trading it off with the first tier in the top lane.
Yep, and that was a good split coming in from this Glue. And I think Glue is a Pokemon for this Land of Dawn because he has the ability named Split, Slam, and I forgot another thing. But yep, as we speak of, I would like to see itemization, because for now I think both the tanks should have the basic itemization. If anything is wrong, maybe I can point it out, but that's Thunderbelt, good item for now. And that's a Hunter Strike from the Granger. Bruno will Hasclaw is good, has a Hunter Strike as well from the Lomlomai, and Lomlomai individual goal difference is not a lot different from the Hayabusa. Plus, but look at the Granger. Granger has a greater farm difference than the Bruno. And that's a good red dot armor coming in from the title for the extra defense. Elegant Gem is there for that passive, and that can help Art for that mana boost, so that he can use his ring of punishment longer.
Okay, he's in the clutch right there. Revitalize that spot along with the Frigid Glacier, and Jabom will be taking that kill on to Art. Okay, a roamer, grabbing a roamer, and Peter will be recalling. But the thing is that not even once, like only just once, the Pride of Ice has been forced away. But look at Pine going in behind for Fate. But this time it will be Legend who will be grabbed on. Lomlomai coming in, and it's team is split apart. Johan will be grabbing that kill on to Legend. What is ET doing? They were on the clutch in the upper hand, but now they're just losing their life to Pine.
Yep, and now the turtle might be go towards the team LCF.
Okay, and last Art has something to say. The Glorious Pathway right there, trying to bait away Pine's ultimate. And yes, it has been used up on Art. The rest of the team is actually safe, but the stun coming in. Jabom trying to look for that opportunity for the implosion. Saramon trying to grab onto the turtle, trying to beat, but Fate and the rest of the team is actually pushed back right there. Legend going in with the stun, with the Hilda. The zone in coming in. Lomlomai taking that kill on to Bid, but Saramon doesn't have the Yuiki shadow kill right now. ET looking really low. Meanwhile, Lomlomai will be grabbing that kill on to Art. But then it will be Saramon trading it off with the jungler. Only Fate and Saramon remaining. That was definitely an upper hand for the side of Team LCF, as they will be getting that free turtle with the concealed gameplay coming in. Saramon just leaving the orange buff for his name.
Turtles has been slain. And this time Turtle will go towards the team LCF. And now LCF is on the roll. Johan getting the 3 kills. And now Johan is on the roll. And look at quad shower to the Johan right now, where Johan has used his dash, but there is no ultimate for this Saramon. But even though he has that war cry as the emblem, but he still didn't have that damage. Plus Johan has the flicker, he won't go in. But look at that slam coming in from that Porcupine. And this is what I was talking about. The slow is the weakness for this Hilda. And Hilda is getting the effect of this Porcupine. Plus he is marking that Hilda so that Hilda couldn't use her speed to get in the backlines, and he's also marking the damage dealer. He's using his hero to his fullest potential, and his role, he is fulfilling his role to its fullest potential. But I think Legend can also do that same, because we have seen Legend in the previous game what he did. Let's just see what Legend can cook here, because he has a little bit of disadvantage, but I think he can delay his engages. But now Team Eliminators, they want to win this match. They got to play around Saramon, and you know, dashing out a lot of resources for the Saramon, so that he can go to the backlines and kill with his quad shadow combo. Plus there is a heavy poke comp coming in from the side of Team Eliminators, so that, you know, even if the Saramon can't finish them off with the quad shadow, there is Death Sonata coming in from the fight, so that he can take that. You know, he can just give out a damage to the backlines. But look at the anti-heal coming in from the both the Saramon and the fight. I would like to see itemization, because I think the team fight is going to start real soon. But for now, I think the anti-heal is appropriate from both sides. So now the fight can change for Eliminators as well as for Team LCF. As we can see, Bruno has gone for that early Malefic gun to counteract that Hylos and Hilda with his penetration. I think that's a 30 penetration you get from that Malefic gun. And so, okay, Radiant out.
Saramon going in with a Radiant Shadow kill. He will be grabbing that kill onto Peter. Meanwhile, the stun has connected. Lomlomai will be trading it off. Okay, what an engage. Losing your jungler when the Lord is up right there. And Legend in a very bad situation. He will be using up that Purify. Meanwhile, the rest of the team trying to dish out some damage onto Jabom. Fade just spamming his first kill at this point. You know, I really want to say that the damage coming from Bruno at this situation really lot, but look at the damage coming from Art. The zoning potential Bid will be taking that hit, but then look at Art going inside the turret, trying to take down Johan. But meanwhile, Fate will be grabbing that kill onto Lomlomai. A very good situation. Art being the perfect bait right there. But then I really want to say that Bruno needs to be taken down. He has a lot of gold. Just one hit actually hitting quite a lot. So like, what can I say? He's really being the bone of contention in those team fights, and Art really did an amazing job. But then again, you really lost it out to yourself.
This is what I was talking about. Glue is slowing down them, you know, in terms of slowing down. But I think the Art has that upper advantage slowing down. But slow is not enough, because they have a lot of dashes. Plus, this Pine, you don't have enough.
Okay, implosion. Legend being pushed away. He will be taken down. Not enough. He should have waited for his team. And Art going in solo once again. Okay, the Frigid Glacier has made it out. Lomlomine trying to dish out some damage, trying to take down. Wait, wasting that much skill, but he will be able to grab that last hit onto Lomlomine. Okay, Johan going with those balls. Look at the damage coming from Bait, and Sararmoon will be taking that kill away onto Bruno. And with this legend sacrifice has been capitalized on, it will be an easy turtle for the side of Team Eliminators.
This, I just, said it in this previous, just a few minutes ago, that if they try to bait out resources from the team LCF, that they can get the kills. Either the Serarmoon or the Fate can get the kills. Fate, baited down the resources for the Bruno plus the Lomlomai, and Lomlomai was cornered out from the Earth and the Legend. So that's how you bait out the resources in a very good way, so that your opponent can't escape and you get the kill of the opponent. And that was a very, very good neutral objective fight coming from the Team Eliminators. And I can see Team LCF in a little bit of trouble for now, but I think it's a level 1 Lord. I think they have the ability to defend it well. But if we see the turrets for now before the Lord, it's equal onto equal. Both the teams have 2 turrets down, but I think the mid lane turret will be the first one from the LCF side to get taken down here.
What a gameplay. Finally, ET pushing it out. The freeze coming in. The Purify has been baited away from the side of Fate. And the Death Sonata trying to snipe people down from behind. Meanwhile, Jabom pushing Hilda towards themselves. Lomlomai going in for the stun. And with that, ET on the forefront right now. The lane sync is actually good. They might just go ahead and take down the bot lane. But Art with the engage, trying to zone away, trying to take that first, the second tier turret from the mid lane. And look at Bid. The way the damage from Lilia at this point is a lot. Sararmoon wants to capitalize on those kills, but he will be between 5 people. He will be dashing away a waste of the Wiggy Shadow kill. But then again, another turret secured for the side of Team Eliminators.
Now, Eliminators is on the road. I think for a brief moment of time, I think Eliminators need to maintain this lead so that they can continue for the second Lord. That's going to be the Luminous Lord for the team. Okay, Chupop.
Okay, look at that. The bait. Peter really needs to be careful of the Frigid Glacier, and Zabom will be taken down right there along with the Wiki Shadow kill. Look at the damage coming from Fate. Fate might be taken. Okay, fine. Legend gets that last hit. Meanwhile, Johan hitting the balls right now, taking that one hit. Everyone looking really low, and it will be a double kill secured by the Bruno with the dash. But look at Sararmoon going in for that kill onto Johan. He will be able to take it away. But look at the damage from Fate, and the Pride of Ice actually not being baited out, but then again forced to retreat. Lomlomai in the front position trying to shut some damage, but look at Fate will be taken down. Sararmoon capitalizing on the situation, grabbing that kill, and he will also be traded in exchange. Bid just clearing up the lanes, trying to both people left and right, and with that the next Lord in 31 seconds. Which team will be able to grab onto it, Solski?
I mean, now the goal difference is actually favoring towards the Eliminators. Plus, I would like to see the itemization. I just saw Sararmoon getting the 4 kills in the previous team fight, and he has bought the Sky Piercer, and he has at 40 stacks, or maybe the 50 if I'm counting it right. And that 50 stacks is gonna hurt the Glue plus the Tiger Rail. And now just a very, very good itemization coming from the side of Team Eliminators. I would like to just take the quick itemization of the Team LCF. So far so good. And for that beefy heroes, as you mentioned, for the tanky heroes, that's a Wishing Lantern that has been gone for the side of team, the mage of the team LCF, that's a Who's Peter. I think that's a very good choice. Instead of, I think you should just rush away the Divine Glaive, or maybe some extra defense you can get. Maybe just go for Flood Wings if you need a little bit of defense and mobility. But Jabom,
okay, the implosion right there, the freeze as well as the Frigid Glacier has been used up. Fate, Lomlomai going in for that kill from behind. The team hasn't split apart. Johan will be grabbing that kill onto Art. Not a good time to go down, as Legend will also be taken down. The 3 of the damage dealers couldn't follow up on time. This Lord was really, really bad decision. But Sararmoon going in for that kill onto Johan, but the shot coming from the Lord. Oh my god, will this be the major mistake that they cannot commit? And with that, this will be an easy Lord for the side of Team LCF. And with that, Johan, triple kill. That's why you do not give a Bruno away. I mean, just 2 balls were required. Okay, complete wipeout for the side of Team Eliminators.
Yes, 2 balls are required for everything, But yep, as you mentioned, now that was very bad luck for the Sararmoon. He was just doing so well with that Hayabusa, but he will 2, the Lord stun plus. That's a good stun coming in from the Johan from his tackle. But now he has the Worldy also in his arsenal. And now they are focusing on the mid lane. They just want to finish this game because they have the Lord, but the Lord is from the top lane side. And it will take some time. But that's a frigid glacier.
Okay, Johan, that one hit, that one ball, look at the 1k damage and Surrounding will also be taken down right there. Fade, will he be able to defend? I do not think so. The onslaught is defendable as the Lord is really hefty. It is a 15-minute plus Lord after all. 3 of the members right there. They're trying to zone people away. They really need to take down Johan because he's the bone of contention. But then again, Surrounding already that was a really bad dive. And with that, the Lord also marching down. The inhibitor will be taken down from side of Team LCF. But look at that, will they be able to defend? Johan trying to dish out some damage. Legend taking that kill. Meanwhile, Lom taking down Bid, and with that, the base's HP has been locked away, and Team LCF will be getting the third match, the third point for their name.
As I was saying, they got to push past the limit. Team Eliminators did that in a very good way, and we just saw 2 winning streak coming from the Eliminators. But it will end in this game number 5 as Team LCF will continue. Not will continue, but will win this match, and they will break their losing streak from the previous 2 games. And now LCF has the 3 point, and for the next match, they has the match pointer, and they are 1 step ahead and 1 step closer to winning this Blazing Shadow Championship Season 1 powered by IGC. And what a game it was! Oh my god! Oh my man! And now I would like to see the not itemization now because we have seen the itemization in the game, but we have to see the data because I just love the fact that Johan couldn't shine well because he got caught off guard from a Sarar Moon. But after when he got that power spike, plus when he got the stun coming into the Lord was just what do you call it? A nail in a coffin, as Asuya says it, and Johan gets his work done. He just prioritized his role. He uses hero to the fullest potential. Look at 42% damage coming from the Johan. Lomai with that clutch shutdown, he just did to Granger. After that, Granger couldn't come back in that form that he was fighting before prior to get shut down. And plus the shutdown to the Hayabusa was a biggest turn-off for the Team Eliminators, and they just couldn't comprehend the fact that like how that mistake happened. And after that, when they were ready to get the Lord. So, when they were ready to fight the Lord, but, LCF had some other plans. They just pushed down mids. Eliminators thought that LCF will not push the mid lane. They will wait for the Lord. But no, they were just going for the mid lane turret before the Lord hand, before the Lord, because they know that they have the damage. Johan is the backline, and when you are in the base, Hayabusa is cornered to just the base area, and Hayabusa will not be using his quad shadow to the Johan if the glue is in front, if this Hylos is in front. So not the Hylos, but the Jabom is in front. So yep, as our brother said, we will have a short break, and this game number 5 will go towards LCF. They will get the 3 points, and I Souls kind of so we will have a short break for now. See you guys after a short break.
Do I really have what it takes? What if I lose my way? Is it really worth it? Will everything come crashing down?
These two are back again?
No.
How far have they
Without
hit
this
time?
competition,
Guess we'll have to
I
wait
would
and
have
see.
never met Dexter or dreamed of reaching for the stars. Let's burn as bright as we can, Dexter, till the very end.
One spark is all it takes to ignite the stars!
Good evening and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Blazing Champion Season 1, powered by Blazing Shadow Esports, sponsored by Mobile Legends 5v5, and our broadcasting and media partner being Indian Gaming Corps. And this is the grand final, the best of seven between Team Eliminators on one side and Team LCF on the other, with a score of 3 on the hands of Team LCF and 2 on the side of Team Eliminators. And with that, once again, you will be bearing up with me, Asiya, but this time I'm joined in with the one and only PG.
Hello, Asaya. Hello, everyone. I hope you guys are doing well and enjoying the matches as well because these matches are, are really going on a very, very good note. The grand finals is here. This is the biggest stage that we at the Blazing Championship we could provide, and with that we are into the draft phase. Now there might be respect bands popping up. We need that respect bands coming in.
Well, true, and I think since it is LCF on the first pick right now, they might be looking to ban out a Sicilian because the Sicilian has been making waves in the first 3 games, the first 4 games being the bone of contention. But then again, there are a lot of options open out yet. They might even go in for a Gatot Kacha ban because Gatot Kacha art on that Gatot Kacha actually Slade was really really annoying with those taunts and those AOTGs on point. The same goes for the side of Team Eliminators. Will they be giving out a Suyu to Lumnomai? Because we did see, especially towards that last throw, which the side of Team Eliminators managed to do. Legend as well as Art were actually split apart. They were going in for the calls, but Lumnomai gave in right behind, did not allow Bid as well as Fate to join in for that follow up. And yes, the team was broken apart. They couldn't just recover from that and managed to lose that kind of a winning game, PG.
Oh, okay. That is an interesting match that just happened. With that, we are seeing another respect band coming that onto the Peter this time. He is known for playing these kind of mages, utility mages, making sure that he's just picking it up, throwing them around, and giving that extra CC. But what about Team Eliminators? They do have few of the heroes under their sleeves. What are they going to show us today?
Well, they will be showing us quite a lot. They have been showing us a lot of stuff. And with that, um, Sushin and Karokacha onto the grab, they are really thinking hard on what to ban out next. It might even be a Matilda because Matilda is one of the bans which LCF really loves to ban. Eliminators might pick off Fanny because they do not want Lom Lom Mai on a Fanny. And with that, It
Mhm.
will be a Hayabusa because Sarar Moon, like both the games he played with a Hayabusa were absolutely amazing. He was slaying it, but then towards the end, you know what happened? He dashed into Lord's knockup and was taken down.
Quite unfortunate. Quite unfortunate. Timing was really really not on his side, and getting respect ban like that. Especially those junglers. Look at that consecutive jungler bans. This is how these players are known for how these players play it out. They don't want to give out to these heroes because they know both the teams know how they will be the one picking it up, dominating the game, and since it's the grand finals, who wouldn't want to lose this game? They both the teams really want that crown, that throne for themselves, and I'm curious to know which team would be picking it away.
Well, true, and just like I mentioned before, Fanny has been picked off by the side of Team Eliminators. Now, LCF do have that first pick to the name. Will they be banning out a Sicilian? Because yes, just like I mentioned right in the beginning, Sicilian is a quite annoying mage, and with that Sanguine clause as well as the bad impact, he can dish out a lot of damage for the rest of the team to capitalize on. Now the question comes, will they be banning out of Bruno? Because in the last game, Bruno was hitting really hard, and of course he's meta. You are giving him away, and you do have an assassin to take that guy down, but that last kind of threw the entire game. So yeah, really need to be careful. The question is, will Bruno be there in this game, or will it be a Granger? What do you think, PG?
Oh, there's a high possibility that Team LCF could go ahead with a Matilda as well if they don't ban it. And there we go. The Matilda ban is here. That means the Bruno is open, the Granger is open. There could be a possibility of both of these heroes, but a high possibility going into the hands of the Bruno. Seems like it. But let's just see what Team LCF are pulling up with now. That the first phase of the draft is over. Oh. They don't want to give out the Suyu. They are ready to give out the Bruno, but they are not ready to give out the Suyu. That is some interesting choice that I'm looking at. Now, moving ahead into the draft as well, Team Eliminators, two more heroes. One, they could pick up a mage, or they could pick up a jungler to, answer that Suyu pick.
I mean, True Seal has been making waves in all of these 5 games? Yep, 5 games which have been played right now. Whichever team has it, there is that early game snowball coming in from their side. And with that, of course, Bruno has been picked up by the side of Team Eliminators. Just like we said, this guy, if he manages to go in towards the late game, he can absolutely dominate anything and anyone with the balls hitting really hard. And with that, Eve has also been picked up. They were banning out the Eve quite constantly. No one wants to face off against this mage. So, how will LCF answer back to these big switch eliminators are picked up right now?
Oh, the thing that I love about Eve is that she could really play comfortably into the backlinks. And, as her item stacks on, you're talking about the core items that she needs. And how, when she gets like around the 2 to 3 items, her void crystal really hurts. And top of that, that little movement speed that she gets from that popping of the void crystals, it really helps her to position herself very, very well. So that's a one positive thing about a Eve. But there we go. Team LCF have picking up a Louis along with the glue onto the EXP lane. You know, in this, recent matches as well, I have been seeing a lot of glue coming up. He's climbing that EXP meta yet again. Now the split does have a lot of utility into the team fights, making sure that he gets into the back line, making sure that he gets a connection on. So that could be a good possibility here since the Katotkacha is banned to counter that Eve. But to counter that glue, will they be picking something on a burst note, something onto that hard CC because that is much needed, making sure that the glue won't be going into the back lanes.
I mean, true, and I was really anticipating to see either getting banned out or either getting picked. And Legend will be grabbing onto this cute circus player right there who plays away with the yo-yo blitzing everyone away. perfect counter for Suyu because she can actually perfectly sustain quite a lot of hits. And with that, the next thing I really wanted to mention that a chip might be out onto the grab or maybe even for the ban. But I was hoping that Art goes in for the chip because the side of Team LCF already have a diversion which gives away a lot
True.
of unpredictable gameplays from the side. And this is what happened in the first game too, Peachy. Like kind of eliminators were on the winning side, but one diversion.
Mm-hmm.
One diversion was all it took towards the late game and the victory went towards the side of Team LCF. So yeah, quite surprising. But then again, maybe LCF goes in for a Faramis ban, even a Vexana ban, because that is a really great counter to our glue.
That is true. The both the heroes really, really good counters, but the last ban would be that Tigreal, making sure that they are not getting any of that hard CC onto that back lanes. Again, a very, very good ban. I feel like the chip could have been gone into the hands of Team Eliminators. It could have given that, a total confidence for them to get a, head on space with the diversion as well. But since it's banned up, so no chip plays coming in. But Team Eliminators pick up that jawhead onto that roam position. Now this is getting interesting given the fact that the ejector is really a great utility. It's like a mini Kaza, but you're airborne. You're not suppressed, you're airborne. And you don't know where you'll be thrown. Maybe into the turret, maybe into the face of your enemies. So that's the beauty of a jawhead. So that's a very, very good pick coming up from the side of Team Eliminators.
Well, true. I think this Jawhead pick might be the game changer for the side of Team Eliminators because, of course, the late game revolves around a Bruno. But then again, the hitbox which will be coming in from the side of the Eve, and on top of that, CC as well as Jawhead, if they're able to initiate it really well, with those ejectors being on point, like the damage as well as the sustain coming from a Jawhead is actually quite enough. And we already saw Art once on our Jawhead, and they actually won out that game. So yeah, let's see if the execution is really well because it is the same draft, a Nolan along with our Jawhead. Let's just see how Team LCF is actually able to counter it out because Carmela, as well as that low E composition right there. Oh my god! If it actually hits, it's kind of an alt reliant um, draft from the side of Team LCF. But if that actually manages to execute it really well, the Curse of Blood, along with our glue and those yin yang combos and the blazing duet, it will be a game over for the side of Team Eliminators.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Now again, to counter that Bruno, Team LCF has picked up a Claude. This is something new. I wasn't expecting it. Maybe I was expecting something on a Kelra place coming up. Maybe the Lela, but again, the Lela would be a very too costly. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome you to the grand finale between Team LCF versus Team Eliminators. We are on to the land of dawn already. There we go. Both the junglers already taken down their creeps and buffs, making sure that they are getting that same kind of rotation. So they are onto that top lane, so EXP lane gank is highly possible, but the rotation course might change because I feel like, early game if they go at, the mid lane yin and yang combo is there. In that way, Peter would be the one picking up the lethal.
Well, true.
Okay.
Peter
Mhm.
Peter is actually a monster when it comes to our Luo. The way he does those double stance, his diversions are on point. And this is what LCF needs in this game because this might even be the game changer for them. This game point for the side of Team LCF because they just need one more victory. And will we be able to see a comeback from the side of Team Eliminators because they really need to gear up in this game if they really want to continue and still fight up for that victory, for that crown of these grand finals.
That's true. That is true. Both the teams, one of the two of the strongest team in India. But bot lane, I am smelling something. But there we go. The turtle will be up now. The bush check is not there on the side of Team LCF. So
Oh.
okay.
Okay, so Ramon trying to grab that hit onto Peter, but he will just be moving away. The flicker has been wasted. quite a useful resource right when the turtle is about to spawn. And LCF looking for the control, all of them at level 4, looking for the diversion play onto that bush. And with that, I do think CC in a very class situation, 3 versus 1, will she be able to sustain? But of course, she is a CC with that passive. But look at the ejector coming in onto Jabom. He will be flickering away. And with that, Saranmun's level 5 trying to grab onto that one creep right there. And with that, both the teams looking for the control onto the map area. The turtle already started from the side of Team Eliminators. They just need that one push. Are trying to get to that level 4. Wookie Pine already with the damage coming in from the Eve. Eve in a very clutch situation. She has been connected. Moon got that turtle, but the RWM has been wasted as a defensive manual right there. Legend getting stunned right there. And LCF looking to be in a really low HP, and with that, a lot of wastage of resources by the turtle into the hands of Team Eliminators. But unless Art has something to steal, the ejector coming in, and Saran will be taking that first blood away onto Peter.
That ejector plays, oh my god, truly amazing coming in from Art, making sure that he is getting those core early game members, especially Peter, who is on the Loi. You know that the Loi early game is quite strong, and if you just shut down right from the start, that is gonna get quite dicey. But another ejector play coming up along with the missiles. Look at that.
Okay, Art in the clutch situation, the Curse of Blood used up, but it will be Jobong who will be taken down by Art right there, and Saran getting that kill onto Lumlumai. Johan might next be on the stopping blocks, and Blazing Duet has been used up, but 3 people trying to go him after it. The Vengeance is right there, Legend sustaining that damage, and Fate will be getting that last hit onto Johan. And with that, Eliminators on the rampage right now. The diversion play is right there. Legend needs to play it safe. Peter behind. He will be grabbing that kill onto Legend. But then again, it is 1 versus 3. The RWM has been deployed. The flicker has been popped up. Art trying to dish out some damage with the ejector play. Fate getting that last hit. Meanwhile, Peter getting that kill onto Art. Teams are still going in. Fine looking really low. And Saran might be able to get that one last hit. But he has been connected. Fate will be taken down. I am sure of it. Fine, taking that last hit, but then again, Saran capitalizing, taking one more kill. Look at the damage coming from Fate. Jobom trying to retreat, will be successfully retreating. Meanwhile, in the top lane, this is what Lomlomai actually specializes in, in all those team fights which ET extends. Lomlom goes in for the split.
Oh, that's interesting. Given the fact that you need to take down the turret to reach that crystal, so which is much needed. But again, talking about another ejector play coming up.
Okay, but I think that I know what they're trying to do. They do not want the Curse of Blood from Carmilla, because that can be a game changer. But look at the diversion game coming in. Saran grabbing onto that turtle. Meanwhile, look at the Blazing Duet coming in. The LCF trying to get that kill on to Fate. Johan will be getting that. Meanwhile, Art looking for that ejector, and Saran grabbing that trade off onto Johan. Lomlomite getting that kill onto Pine. Meanwhile, look at that, a double kill for him as Art is also taken down. Saran trying to clear up the lanes, but he needs to retreat. It is 3 versus 1. Will he be able to go away? Because Pine, the stuns, the yin yang combo, the double stun right there, he will be able to dash away, but the turret might be taken down. Meanwhile, from behind the scenes, even Lomlomai is going in for Saran in a clutch situation. The rest of the team is not coming for help. He's just retreating, and he's getting poked up. Legend finally onto the rescue.
Okay, Legend is there right now. There's high possibility that the turret will be going down. Legend made a very good choice of retreating, because that 4v1, look at them, they are going in.
Will be taken down. The RWM is right there, but Art might be facing a very tight situation. Jobo in 1 HP manages to escape right there, but look at that, and Pine will be able to take down Legend. Meanwhile, I think that was a bad trade for the side of Team LCF, but then again, the mid lane turret might be taken down. Johan is there for the rescue, trying to save it up, but the macro in the hands of Team LCF right now, Peachy.
That is true. That is true. But again, a lot of neutral objectives talking about the turtles is being into the hands of Team Eliminators. They have that river control onto their hands. They don't want to give it up for the side of Team LCF. Now, I really love the fact, I did notice onto the first turtle as well, onto the second turtle as well. The Jawhead is always there, waiting up with the unstoppable force as well as the ejector, making sure that he is popping that ejector. Sorry, not the ejector. Yep. Ejector plus the unstoppable force onto that Lomlomai, making sure that he won't be taking down the turtle. So far, that was the case for the first and the second turtle, but the third turtle, look at that, already spawned up. This might be a different scenario, or this might not be. Look at that.
The diversion coming in, but it was spotted by Bid right there. They were able to go away, but Bid will be taken on by Johan. The rest of the team going in, and with that, it is the damage coming from the yin yang combo. Legend trying to take people down, but he will be the one who will be traded off instead. Sarar Moon trying to dish out some damage, and LCF retreating in a really low HP. Okay, that curse of blood actually the game changer right there. And with this, Team LCF will be looking to grab onto this turtle.
Easy turtle into their hands, given the fact that they take down Bid, who was the main zoning contender right there, making sure that they are not. But wait a minute.
Okay, the diversion fate, you will be taken down. He manages to escape in a really low HP. Fine is there for the health, for the follow-ups, but the rest of the team right there. Then once again, another first tier down from the top lane. Things not looking good for Eliminators right now.
Oh, they're losing their, structures left and right now. I do see the Nolan clearing up the mid lane, the bot lane, the top lane every single time he gets that opportunity, that little bit of opportunity that he needs. But again, Team LCF is there on point. I do see Pine a lot moving around the map, making sure that he is onto the team. It's the same goes for Legend as well. I love the fact that Team Eliminators are waiting into the bush, making sure that they are, spotting out Peter's diversion. But again, Team Eliminators, they are trying to gear up for a fight right now.
Okay, the diversion coming in once again. Jabom trying to stun Asrar Moon, but behind the scenes, Fate will be taken down. Oh my god, not a time where you really need your marksman to be taken down. What is this happening? ET not even looking for the macro gameplay. They really need that push. What are they doing? Just waiting for the engages, waiting for R to throw someone to their way. And with that, they're losing it out of the map, PG.
That's true. But again, Team ET takes down the first tier turret into their hands. Look at them. Both the teams are playing it safe for now. They are taking down that rear area control into their hands. Now, the Jawhead as well as the Eve might join up, but looking at the itemization right now, I do see the Bruno already up with the Malefic gun. He needs one more item to dish that critical damage. But mid lane, I do see something.
Unconcealed gameplay coming in with Art will be taken down by Lom Mai. The rest of the team refuses to follow up because the goal lead is too much on the hands of Team LCF. Legend trying to poke people away. Sarar Moon looking for a flank, but Pine as well as Japom are always there for the safety of their damage dealers right there. And with that, this might be an easy lot for the side of Team LCF.
Look at that, the first Lord going into the hands of Team LCF. They have secured it with little to no contest so far. But, yep, we are seeing that diversion play again. But no one was there, they were anticipating someone to be there. Look at that mid lane.
Okay, the Curse of Blood connecting on to Bid. The stun is also there, but then Art going in with the ejected gameplay, and it might be Jabon flickers away. Fine trying to take down Legend. No resource wasted, but ET playing it safe for now. There might be someone who will be taken down pretty soon, as the Lord is also marching down from the bot lane. They're trying to push the first tier from the mid, but will be unable to do so. And I think Team LCF is waiting for another diversion.
Possibly, but can we have a look at the items once again? I want to see if the Trinity build is coming up from the Claude, but look at that, the itemizations are here. And talking about the Claude, yep, he is up with the three main important items onto that Trinity build. Now he is gonna pop that damage, but he needs a little pathway. He needs that Curse of Blood, but look at that.
Okay, the tier 2 has been taken down. The Curse of Blood connecting on to two people. The damage is enough. The RWM coming in for the rescue. They will be flickering it away. But Baird, you really need to go away with that. He's trying to dish out some damage. But then it is a very bad situation for the side of Team Eliminators. They are getting boxed up inside their cage right there.
That's true. Now, that was a very good Curse of Blood, but that RWM was there to help them disperse, which was a very, very good resource coming up. Look at them. Now, Team Eliminators, talking about the goal difference as well, Team Eliminators are not so behind, but they are a little behind. At the max 3000 gold, and if they catch up, they can easily catch up now. They are trying to, guess Peter's position. They are just waiting for the diversion play to come. Look at them, every one of them into the burst. Yep, Javon trying to get that window of opportunity. Does he have curse of blood? Okay, he does have the curse of blood. The Art is on a chase. Art is getting chased.
Okay, the fracture trying to dish out some damage onto Jabom. Revision play. Art, they want to pick off Art. Art all alone. He will be taken down. And with that, the Lord spawning in 36 seconds. LCF looking to have an upper hand. With that, how will Team Eliminators be able to handle the rampage coming from the side of Team LCF right now, especially Peter on with those diversion claims always on point. The follow-ups is also really great. Eliminators need to play it safe for now. Wait for Bruno to farm up.
True. And top of that, there is so much damage onto their hands, and that surprise damage. You don't know where Peter is gonna pop up with his team. And you won't know when you're gonna get down, especially Art. This is not the first time that Art was taken off. This is like the numerous time now. Both the teams need to gear up for that Lord. I do see the anti-heals popping up, and another diversion play coming up.
Okay, they want to take down Legend right now. Legend is a really low HP, but then again, both the teams gathering in around the Lord, dancing for that Lord. Fine, trying to zone people away a bit with the slow right there. ET might be looking to disengage at this point because they really need to safeguard that lane sync. The Lord already being started from the side of Team LCF. Claude doing an amazing job right there with the CCs he had, but look at the curse of blood connecting onto two people so beautifully. Lomamai will be grabbing that kill, and Legend will also be taking down. Meanwhile, Johan taking down Art. TT in a very tight situation. The diversion is right there. Once again, Fate trying to save himself up, but okay, he gaps that kill onto Peter, but meanwhile, a monster kill for the side of Team Lomamai. Sarar Moon just moving it away from the other side. It's him against the world. I don't think so. He will be able to safeguard because the team is actually quite long with the respawns right there. The mid lane tier will be taken down. They're trying to poke people up. Lord also marching down. The rest of the team actually respawning right now. Surrounded with the blazing duet coming in. And Legend, the RWM, Lomlomai trying to take that kill onto Bit. Bit manages to escape. Meanwhile, look at the damage coming in from Art. And Lomlomai in 1 HP. Grabbing right there. Johan trying to take down Legend. Jobom goes in for that stun. Meanwhile, look at Sararmu trying to dish out some damage. Okay, fine. Grabbing that kill though. Somehow, the Eliminators managed to survive that phase. A really miracle from their part. They are bleeding right now, trying to survive.
That's true, but the lane pressure is quite high, making sure that they do get a little farm from here. The inhibitors are down. That is the main point. But wait, look at them. Peter with the yin and yang combo, trying to get down a stun onto Art this time. They are quite deep right now, unless they do have a lean sync. I don't believe that they could go for an end. They disperse. Now, the next course of action would be just waiting for another lord or making sure that they are taking away that river area control and waiting for, both the teams to engage. If the team, right now, Team LCF, who are onto that advantage of the gold as well as the kills right now, if they engage, they are the ones inviting themselves at the max. And if they do, Team ET has to play it all together, because I do see Bit taken off right before the team fight could start, or maybe it's Art. One by one they are getting off, so that is something that they need to see. And if they play around them, the team as well, because the Bruno is all farmed up. Bruno needs to get a pathway. He needs to get a a good set coming on from the Jawhead to make sure that he is also dealing enough damage. Look at him, he's able to clear all those minions quickly. So the lane clearance from their side is pretty spot on. But on to the Team LCF, they are quite aggressive. They are just inviting themselves every single moment whenever we see that diversion plays coming up.
I mean, true, and with that, both the teams waiting it out, especially LCF for the last Lord, because it might be the last nail in the coffin, giving them the victory, making them the victors of this tournament. And with that, all of them just standing with Peter because they really want a good diversion set coming from him. The Lord finally spawned up. At the same time, Loma might be, doing an absolutely amazing job, always trying to take down the people. And this is why the Suyo has been making waves in all these tournaments, in all the games. Suyo being the one actually winning it out quite a lot, the early game aggression. But look at the conceal coming in from Art. He might be going in for the ejector, kind of a waste. Okay, Fate, you reveal your position. The diversion coming in once again, but might be a backdoor for the side of Team LCF because look at Claude. He's going in for the base, and with that, Fate and Bid is right there trying to take him down, but he's trying to make it manage. Look at the wind of nature used up right
Oh,
there. He's all alone. He might get caught off guard with that. What a mistake! Art been taken down, but he provides that window of opportunity to Claude to be taken down. And with that, what will it be? A decision for the side of Team LCF. They're trying to just start the Lord Dance Legend. Very bad positioning. What is that position? The vengeance has been used up. He will be taken down, trying to poke people. This is not something which you do. What is this? You should have waited it out. What was that? The diversion gameplay coming in once again. What are they trying? Okay, they never know. Bait might be getting caught off guard right there. Yes, look at that flicker, and he will be taken down. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, it will be. Look at the Lomamai with the Winter Crown gameplay, Fate getting that stun, fine, also trying to zone them away, but look at the fracture coming in. Once again, another Winter Crown coming from Peter. Two people retreating in 1 HP. Meanwhile, Jobom in 1 HP once again, fine, being the front line, trying to grab onto people. And with that, what can I say? No one from LCF been taken down, just forced for that recalls.
that's true. That's true. Team Eliminators were on time because, Jabom, he was trying to end that crystal, taking down so much HP. Now, that could have been a distraction play coming up. Team LCF could have gone for the Lord, but right now, the Lord fight is up. The Unstoppable Foot coming up.
Okay, why use it on that? But then look at the ultimate coming from Carmilla. Everyone receiving a lot of damage. Art will be taken down. They want to capitalize on that kill. Will they be able to? I do not think so. But Fate in a clutch situation. Peter trying to dish out the yin yang combo right there. Legend trying to take out some damage, and it will be Lomlomai grabbing onto that. The RWM coming a bit too low. Jabom might be taken down, but with Winter Crown gameplay coming right there. But then again, look at the diversion. Fate will be going down along with Bid, the last member remaining. Okay, and with that, LCF will be clocking it down on the base. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have the victors of the Blazing Championship. It will be Team LCF grabbing on to that victory to the name.
Oh my god, what a gameplay coming up from the side of Team LC. And that was pretty amazing given the fact that the last team fight really went out very, very good. With that, the MVP of the game definitely goes to the Lom Lom Mai. That Suyu as their first pick into the last game definitely worked out into their favors, given the fact that Suyu did have quite a CC onto the opposite side. But kudos to Team Eliminators as well. They have done an amazing job. They made sure to come all the way from round one to round to the last grand finale. But we know this is Mobile Legends 5v5. Only one could be the winner, and today it was Team LCF.
Well, true, and of course, what can I say? Those diversion gameplays always on point from the side of Peter. ET was looking to ban out, target banning the Louis for Peter, but then they gave it away in this game. And on top of that, they already saw that how well Jabom did on the Carmilla, especially with those curses of blood, compared, just locked in with that Lomlamai on the Suyo. Giving him away so many times is not something which you should do because the combo coming from the Soul Saver as well as the Curse of Blood actually deleting people left and right. And also, Legend, my man, you want to be the punching bag, but then again, why go in between four people when your tank isn't there with you, the rest of the team isn't with you? And kind of some throws from the side of Team Eliminators getting punished for that right now. But then again, I congratulate both the teams for the brilliant gameplay, but LCF will be the one taking the victory home.
Yep, and with that, this was it for today, guys. And I'm kind of sad to say that there won't be no tomorrow, but we will be coming back with season two very, very soon. But before we go, let me give a token of gratitude to every single member here. The casters, the streamers, the managers, onto the backlines who are making all those schedules, all the way to the behind the scenes of every the Blazing Shadow esports. They have done an amazing job. They worked out every single day, coming up here, making sure that the teams are on time, making sure everything goes on perfectly. And yep, a big thank you for that. And also, let's not forget you, audience. You guys were amazing today as well. Yesterday, day before yesterday, every single day, coming up, supporting your favorite teams, cheering for them. So you guys are the real MVP today. And with that, we will be signing off. Asuya, if you have any final words, you can go ahead too.
Well, what can I say? I congratulate all the teams which participated but couldn't make it up here because, of course, the winner has to be just one person. And with that, we would really love that if you take part in more of the tournaments and we can see you more often. And with that, like everyone has been thanked, just like PG, I thank everyone, the production, the casters, the players, and the streamer, of course, who just sits here without his food doing an amazing job. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we will be signing out for today. Thank you for joining in with us. Do like, share, and subscribe, and do remain in touch with us in all our social medias because, of course, we will be coming in with bigger tournaments.
Definitely. And with that, I hope you guys have a good night. Take care. Have water. Bye bye.
Do I really have what it takes? What if I lose my way? Is it really worth it? Will everything come crashing down?
These two are back again?
No.
How far have they
Without
hit
this
time?
competition,
Guess we'll have to
I
wait
would
and
have
see.
never met Dexter or dreamed of reaching for the stars. Let's burn as bright as we can, Dexter, till the very end.